ready? Are you ready for the spoopiness? Hello, everybody. Wastelanders, welcome back to War Games News Radio. It's time for another Fistful of Neutrons Fallout 2D20 live adventure Halloween spooktacular.
Lightning crash.
Thunder, squeaky doors, all of the sound effects begin instantaneously as if on cue. We are playing Fallout, the role-playing game by Modiphius Entertainment. My name is Ryan, and I will be your overseer. Once again, reclaimed my throne for just this one episode here for an extra spoopy Halloween special. And these are our players. Hello, players. Hello, everyone. Happy Halloween.
Hello, overseer.
Hello. Good looking bunch. Good looking costumes. We have a special guest, Groganek the Barbarian lookalike in here tonight. Justin. Groganek lives. Yes, we've got a very spoopy raider in Grant. Raj is going as Raj from War Games News Radio, and I am the Silver Shroud here tonight to walk you folks through a very fun and spoopy Fallout adventure. This is our second annual Halloween spooktacular. Not a spooktacular. I know that's what it says on the listing there, but if you saw us last year, you know that it's always spooktacular up in here. And as we like to say, as mentioned, I've reclaimed the overseer's chair just for this one episode. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time with the regular timeline, back in the prime timeline, as it were. More on that in just a minute. But thank you all so much for tuning in and for viewing, and for all of you new Wastelanders out there tonight. I see we've got lots of folks here in the chat. Halo Nerd, Devin Shipwreck, Craspu, Fumbles, two of our new members to the channel, which is something that we're doing here now, memberships, which is super fun. Who else we got here in the chat? We got Ian Leadham. Thanks for joining us here tonight. BJ Hewitt, E-Scorpy, Ryan Gale, the gang's all here, and can't wait to see more of you folks joining in tonight. Let us know in the chat your name, and we'll be sure to give you a shout out. Always nice to see new folks and returning folks as well. On top of some very spoopy Halloween Fallout action, we also have a set of minis up for grabs. It's the close of our Yaoguai miniatures giveaway. Thanks you to everyone who entered already on the YouTube video related to that, as well as all of our patrons for getting their additional entries in. And if you want to get your hands on a set of the Yaoguai Ambush box set minis, courtesy of our friends at Modiphius, then comment in the chat, !prize pack 1 per viewer. So please don't spam if you can help it. It makes it really hard for me to keep track of the entries. But if you want to win 1 per viewer, !prize pack, get it in the chat. And we're going to do Spin the Big Wheel of Doom coming back on our halftime break to get y'all some goods. So and we're once again running our Project for Hope charity donations. We are like razor thin away from hitting our season goal of $2,500 for humanitarian aid. We've only run 2 episodes in Ukraine, and this is only the 3rd episode of the season. So wow, not too bad. If you folks want to help us reach that goal, it's amazing the work that Project for Hope and Fallout for Hope has done. I just watched another update video from the Project from Hope for Hope fans. Another field hospital has gone up. All kinds of amazing work they've been doing, helping folks who are stuck in the middle of a pretty nasty fight right now. So if your beating heart is bleeding a little bit for the folks in Ukraine a little bit here tonight, then throw a couple dollars into the pot. Every dollar is matched up to $300,000. More than I think it's more than 25,000 has been raised now through Fallout for Hope. So that's amazing. So more info in the links down below. I'll throw the link in the chat as well. Thank you all so much. And you can also support us through YouTube memberships if you want. We got the Patreon stuff down there, all that in there. But you know where to find it if you want to help contribute so we can do more fun, spoopy things like this. Those are the best ways to do it. So thank you all to everyone for tuning in once again. And let's get into the action. You all know that the world of Fallout can deal with some dark, grim sort of content, and it might get a little bit darker than usual tonight because it is Halloween. So be forewarned, we don't go to any super icky places, but things could get weird. Fun weird, not like
super fun weird.
Not like capital weird. W weird. Like it's gonna be okay. So tell your kids, tell your moms. They kidnapping everybody out here.
Tell your mother, everything's going to be okay.
Everything's going to be okay. Come on down. With all that out of the way, let's go back around the virtual tabletop and reintroduce our cast of characters, starting with the effervescent Raj playing Johnny Bottlecap. Raj, tell us about yourself and your character, please.
Hello, my name is Raj, and I play the character of Johnny Bottlecap. He is a young, spry, chipper, young lad, fresh out of Vault-Tec Academy. He's young and fresh-faced as they come, and I tell you, he's got a whole lot of learning to do. This guy.
But you know what? I feel like you've learned a lot already in our first season, and let's see if any of those lessons stuck and are applicable to our current spoopy situation. Moving on down the line to don't be fooled by his Groganakian appearance. It is Justin once again assuming the mantle of Yuri Andropov. You take it away, Justin.
Yeah, Yuri's back. I decided to play Yuri on the one shot because it's been a hot minute since I've played him. I know this is a very convincing costume. It cost me all of $20. I'm wearing a weight belt, a stolen scarf from an ex-girlfriend, and my moccasins. So I put a lot of work into this costume here, folks. I hope it's doing it for you out there.
And it's doing it for me. I can tell you that much.
Get yourselves revved up, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I'm reprising my role. Holy, I am going a little bit Dracula on this, actually. As Yuri Andropov, ghoul caravaner, and overall man of many talents. Or should I say talons?
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna go Dracula for Yuri on any episode,
this is the one.
Tonight's the
night. Maybe I'll go spooky Yuri.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, what? Spooky.
Sorry, I think I heard a K in there.
Sorry, I misheard you.
Thank you. Yes.
Sorry,
did you say I misheard you?
Fucking goof. There we go. Yes, Craspu. That is all his natural hair. Actually, that is Justin's natural color. Moving on down the line, we have Grant playing himself namesake-wise, as well as the Rifleman. Take it away, Grant.
Yeah, it's been an interesting last couple of months going around trying to find out the source of all these spoopy rumors. Me and my loyal dog Duke and I, with some old friends, see if we can't get to the bottom of some of this spoopiness.
Well, let's see if you and Duke have a nose for spoop as we approach the beginning of our adventure. As mentioned earlier, as is tradition in our Halloween games, this adventure was going to take place not in the prime timeline of the story. So if you saw our last episode, we're not picking up on that cliffhanger. This is timeline adjacent. So, this is for both the viewers and the players to know that what will happen here tonight won't have a significant or any sort of impact at all on the main timeline and the main campaign. So go nuts, act as you will, think in the moment and not on the grander campaign. As is also tradition, there may encounter times in this spoopy adventure where you may be required to roll for spoopy. So we're going to set all of your spoopy stat values as we like to do here with the roll of a die. So we'll get each of y'all to take your endurance values, your endurance score. And what you're going to do is take that as your base. And I'm going to get each of you to roll 3d6 and then take the lowest and the highest. Then add those two together, add them to your endurance, and that's your spoopy target. Roll away and tell me what you get.
Okay. 3d6.
3d6, take the lowest and the highest. Where has my pen gone? Ryan doesn't.
I like in Fantasy Grounds, you can click the dice and then right-click to make more dice show up. I like that.
Oh, that is very handy, isn't it not? Isn't it not?
Super handy.
Isn't it not? Lowest and highest. So
lowest and highest.
7 plus my endurance is only 4.
Okay. So that's an 11?
That's an 11.
Where did my pen go? One moment as I roll off camera. Sorry, that was an 11 for Grant.
11 for Grant.
Okay.
Ooh, your roll's not the best.
Not the best. So I'm giving you the lowest and highest plus my endurance?
Correctamundo. Lowest and highest plus
so my lowest and highest is a 5, and my endurance is a 5. So my target number is a 10.
Okay. That's all right.
No, I got a 50-50 shot.
Slightly less than 50, but yes. Grant has a 50-50 shot. And Raj, yourself.
My low and high are 6 and a 4. Plus my
dang.
endurance of 4.
Of course.
So my spoopy stat is 14.
Ain't nothing spooping up on Johnny tonight. And you know what? This is it.
Move with me, son.
Do not spoop with Raj.
Don't you
Do not
dare.
spoop with Johnny. And I believe last year your spoopy score was like all of like 5 or something. It was very, very low.
This is redemption round, I tell you.
Yeah, this is the comeback. Okay, so
This is the
I've got your.
Shawshank redemption.
This is the spoop shank redemption,
Poop shank.
Spoop shank redemption.
which sounds gross.
Sounds a bit like poop shank. Did I say
there-
that out loud?
There it is.
All right.
Okay.
There it is.
Sure did.
You
So
got
we've got our spoopy levels set. Y'all keep track of that. I've got them written here too as well. But with that, let us get into the spoop-tastic action. We fade to black and open on the rolling foothills of the Colorado Rockies. 10 p.m., October 31st, 2283. It's been 206 years, give or take a few days, since the nuclear bombs fell from the sky, raining fire upon the earth, and plunging humanity into a post-nuclear hellscape. Those who survived, they did so in great underground vaults, and when those vaults opened, the survivors braved the horrors of the wasteland in hopes of rebuilding society. But after 2 centuries, the world has transformed into this wasteland filled with mutants, abominations, and factions fighting over every leftover scrap. And while the world may be very different, war never changes.
Just got shivers.
And neither does friendship, evidently,
Also true.
as in this new reality, there are still folks willing to help a friend in need. And this is precisely what has brought you 3 to the El Dorado Canyon State Forestry Park. That's a call from a friend. See, a few days back, while you were all resting on your laurels, that's the one, and your heels in Longmount, you received a cry from help from an old caravanning friend of Yuri's and an acquaintance that, Rifleman, you would have encountered once or twice probably out there in the wastes as well. Ashley Campbell. Now, this isn't the first time that either of you have been called in to pull your old mercenary pal out of a scrape, and knowing Campbell, it very may well not be the last. But not the sort of folk to turn down a good deed worth doing, as Johnny would say. Your heroes saddled up and headed southwest, past Boulder City, through the Badlands of Dogtown, to reach the El Dorado Canyon State Park. It's taken a bit longer than you would have thought or liked to reach the rendezvous point that's been logged into Johnny's Pip-Boy, and the winding trails have led you further and further into the woods. The trees are particularly thick, and while they're mostly barren, petrified, wastelandy, fallouty husks of former trees, some of them look to start to have grown honest-to-goodness leaves again. As you round a bend in the path, you can make out a small wooden cabin in the middle of a clearing up ahead. Johnny, your Pip-Boy, starts to beep and give you a little indication that you're nearing your destination, as a dim light through the cabin's windows is casting long shadows onto the veranda. Lightning crash. Should have had a lightning crash fucking soundboard button. There it is. Thank you, gentlemen. Getting a little bit closer now, you see a silhouette appear in one of the windows. And the individual stops at the window and turns quickly in your direction. You're about 50 meters out now, so it's hard to tell from this distance if they've spotted you or not. What do you do?
What do we do?
What do we do?
I think
That's for everybody.
I think Yuri is going to make himself known. He's not going to skulk around. I think we've come here on a mission, so I'm going to call out. Hello. I'm looking for Ash Campbell. Ash, is that you?
It takes a moment as you approach a little bit closer, but Yuri, you do now recognize what appears to be the chiseled features of your old pal Ashley Campbell, but he's not responding to you. But as you get a little bit closer, you stop dead in your tracks about, 20, 15 meters away from the cabin as you notice that it's Ash, but he's got a shotgun pointed directly in your vicinity.
Whoa.
Roll for spoopy.
Oh!
Oh,
All of us
here
or
we
just
go.
me?
Everybody spooping now.
Everybody spoop.
Everybody.
Well, I didn't do it.
13. No spoop?
1d20 under the target. 1d20 under target. Oh
Oh,
no.
that's a
Oh,
crit
I
fail.
defoed.
That's
a
big
spook
time
fail.
Not good.
It's a big time not good.
Johnny, on the other hand,
Hello.
fucking aces it. Not
Landed.
too bad. As you're staring down the dual barrels of this shotgun now, dead in your tracks, everything goes deafening as the shotgun kicks. Astoundingly, you're all fine physically. You feel okay, but Yuri and Grant, you both are suddenly just covered head to toe in gore and muck and guck from all around you. It's like a body bag of just blood and guts just exploded directly next to you, to either of you. And as it turns out, looking down, you see that is exactly what happens, as just the upper torso and legs of two feral ghouls have just been liquefied next to you. As a result of failing your spoopy rolls, you are just sort of covered in this guck, and you can't see very well, and you are just soaked in this shit. Johnny, on the other hand, you see not just these two blown up ghoulish bodies, but you realize now that you are very much not alone in this clearing. You can make up about half a dozen pair of eyes begin to open one by one from all around you, and they're this glowing shade of emerald green like nothing you've ever seen, and they are everywhere. As these figures start to emerge from the shadows of the tree line, you can see ghouls upon ghouls, but their eyes are just glowing with this bizarre energy, and some of them are moving at an incredible speed heading your way. And that's gonna be initiative, baby boy. Okay,
Hold on,
everybody,
Paul,
you
but
will
don't be too
see.
hasty. I am one of you, of course.
You are. Well, that's at least that's what you would have. That's what you would have them believe, isn't it? Isn't it, Yuri? Isn't it? As we cue the fight music and the fight screen, everybody, let's get some initiative going here. So I'll pull up the combat tracker on our Fantasy Grounds, sponsored by Fantasy Grounds. Thank you, Fantasy Grounds, for giving us free shit. It is Ash has just opened up a can of whoop ass from the window, and a bunch of ghouls have just liquefied. That's going to make it top of the order, there we go. Top of the order, which is Grant the Rifleman. Grant, you are covered in gore and guck and muck, and you more so than Yuri, because of your critical failure, I'm going to say that you are so bewildered by this, and maybe your older ears were more affected by the concussive blast of this huge shotgun that your minor action this round, your major action, you're gonna lose it. You're still gonna have a major action, but if you want to do any sort of minor action, if you want to do a major action, you're gonna have to buy some action points from me, which currently you have none. So minor action, major action at the cost of action points. What do you want to do?
Well, see, I know what happens when we start stacking you up with APs. So I don't. So
you'll
I'm
now see
I'm,
around you on the battle map
Ghosts.
all number of ghouls.
Yeah, ghouls be ghouling.
Ghouls be ghouling.
So I'm pretty sure, I know that last shot was taking out a feral ghoul close to me. Ash is friendly. I don't think I'm going to get shot if I go up to the door.
No, you were more. I would say that you know Ash fairly well, and you were more caught off guard by just having this gun in your face than anything, than to think that there's anything untowards with him.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna. I don't really want to be out here with in the all ghouls party. Ghouls gone wild out here. So I'm gonna run for the front door.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the front door. I got a little.
It's a zone away, so I'd say you would be able to move. You would be able to move to the veranda. You wouldn't be able to get inside. That would be 2 movements, which you could also do at the cost of action points.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the door.
Okay.
Duke and I are gonna go to the door. I'm gonna hide Duke inside again because I'm very precious about my dog.
Okay. All right. Obviously, retcon. Duke is here. Duke is always here.
Duke is always
here.
Yeah.
Duke is always here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to the door. I don't have any action points, and I don't want to give you any.
Okay.
Because I've learned my lesson over the last while.
Sure.
I'm gonna produce my rifle, and I'm gonna get ready next round to unleash some all holy hell on things, and that's it for Grant.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. You do just that. It now comes up to our buddy Ash. As you walk up to the door, you see that it is just all of a sudden just boot fucked right the hell open, and you get your first look or we get our first look as an audience and as a people.
Give me a word picture. What is this? What is this?
Exactly. You bet. The door's kicked open and he comes flying out, shotgun over his shoulder. He's about 6 feet tall, ruggedly handsome, full head of thick black hair, comb back into like a pompadour, and just like a square jaw that would make like Henry Cavill blush. Blue button up, like kind of denim shirt, pair of khakis, but it's only done up to like the second button just to give the illusion of wearing clothes, as it's just like barrel chested, just like action hero to the nines. In one hand, he's got this fucking gigantic fuck off shotgun, unlike anything you've ever seen, and in the other he's got a small chainsaw. It appears to be like it's like a nuclear powered sort of thing, modded to the nines with all sorts of like aftermarket modifications. He jumps out, and in your sort of gore sort of stupor here, you don't notice that there was, as another set of these really fast ghoul, unlike anything you've ever seen, runs up to the door, and just before it's on top of you, Grant, Ashley just takes this fucking shotgun and puts it in this thing's mouth and just says, "Swallow this." Boom! And its head is just, it was there and now it's gone. And then he just looks at you and says, "Sorry about the mess. Clean up on aisle U." And then it moves to Johnny Bottlecap. Johnny, what's the deal, buddy? You are fine. You have none of the impedances of the ghoul blast upon you.
Yeah, I want to close in
Ghoul
on
blast.
the
My
cabin.
least favorite drink.
But I also think I don't know what I'm doing here. How do I move my little thingy?
You should be able to move it, but if not, I will move it for you. Where would you like to go?
Probably like right up to where where Rifleman was.
Oh, you are unlocked now. You should be able to move.
Perfect.
Yep. Nice.
And I guess I'll take a shot with my shotgun at one of these ghouls that are nearby. Maybe
Sure.
Number 5 right close by here.
No, number 5 right there. Give me a control click on number 5, and then roll your dice, pal.
Oh, he's going down, son. Let me tell you.
Roll shotty. And we're rolling. Ooh, that is
Wow.
an interesting mix. That is a critical hit and a critical fail, all in the same jazz. Okay, so let's do this. You absolutely shoot and you hit the shot. So roll your damage upon this ghoul. Okay, wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, you did 6 damage through to this thing. Critical injury on that first ghoul. Not too shabby at all. It is it is on death's door right now. Like you hit it and like you take off like the first like just chunk of its like arm down through its chest cavity as it just like blows away and flies off into the woods, hitting with a sickening thud. Yeah, that thing is just barely hanging on. But as a result, you're the critical failure. I'm gonna say that you're you jam up and like it's your double barrel like won't like unlock, so it's gonna take you a hot minute to like bust it open. So you're going to lose your I'll say you're gonna lose your major action as well. Unfortunately, we shall penalize on your next turn. Anything else you want to do? It would be at the cost of action points or any like narrative stuff.
I'm just gonna go look back at the other two. I'm like, that was pretty fucking cool, though, right?
Not bad, young one.
That's my turn.
As he holds up a shotgun and says, I mean, mine's bigger, but size don't matter when you hit like that. Moving on through down to Yuri.
Yeah, Yuri's been abandoned out here in this field of ghouls.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my minor action to move up onto the porch next to Ash.
Got a good old-fashioned standoff on the porch here.
Yeah. Hello, Ash. I was not expecting to be covered in your goop so quickly. And I'm going to attack Feral Z1. Control click.
Sure.
And I'm going to open my combat. No.
Oh,
just give me 1 second. It's been a hot minute since I have been on this side of everything.
I think you are targeting Feral Z1. Yes, you can.
I am. Okay, now I'm going to roll my combat dice. Here we go.
Are you attacking with the Sherlock?
No, actually, I'm going to be cranking up the laser musket.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a shot with that bad boy.
Fire away.
Ooh.
That's a hit.
Okay, one hit.
That is a hit. Give us a roll of some damage.
Damn,
laser musket doesn't screw around.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
3 damage. 3 damage hits. 3 damage does it. You get the inkling that energy damage is not something that these guys like to get their heads and hands full of. With that being the party's completion, it is now the turn for all of the monsters, which will go all in one fell swoop.
Oh no, real monsters.
Real monsters.
Real monsters.
From the rear of the cabin area, you hear just this like rustling and like ransacking through the leaves in this fall autumn spoopy season as a trio of these ghouls round the corner and get insanely close to you, insanely fast. They're not able. They move in a mechanics standpoint. They've moved 2 zones for free instead of 1 with their minor action, and they have run up on you. And they are in your neck of the woods at the moment. They are too far to attack, but they're close. Next time it's gonna happen. Some of the other Zeds here run a little bit closer, and then a few of them are able to get up within striking distance. So we're going to have some attacks happen quick. 2 on Johnny and 1 on the rifleman. So unos momentos while I do just that.
Mementos, the fresh mate.
One attack. One attack on Johnny is going to hit you for...
Johnny,
for only 2 damage on your right arm, which I believe you have 2 damage resistance across like your entire body. Do you not?
I do believe so.
That's cool.
He a tanky boy.
Right arm, physical 2 resistance.
Tanky boy. You take it. It grabs your arm and then just bites down on it, but like it doesn't go through your Vault Tech armor or your Vault suit, but it's got its mandibles, if you will, in your arm. Second one attacks you, Johnny, and is also going to hit you and take a bite out of crime for ouch.
Ooh.
This one's gonna hit
Ooh.
5 damage.
Ooh.
So that's going to go through on that one with a whopping 3 damage onto our Johnny bottle cap.
Goddamn thing bit me.
God dang bites! It's got you to the bites. And Rifleman, as you hear Johnny yell out that he's got bit, there's going to be another one taking a bite at you, and it misses. It doesn't bite. It goes to lunge at you with its claws, and as it does, it like shoots past you. You just dodge out of the way, and it slams into the side of the cabin. And that is what it has done. You are now officially surrounded by these things, but we are back to the top of the order. Rifleman, baby boy, what's the move?
Yeah, so that rifle of mine, I'm just gonna slide that back onto my back on its sling. I'm gonna use my 44 pistol because it likes that close range action a little more. Little more.
One at a time for autograph, kids.
And I'm gonna shoot this one here.
So this is what we're doing. We're trying to have a one-liner off here.
It's a one-liner off tonight, folks.
It's a one-liner off.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if I can. I'm gonna buy an action point if I may.
Please
because
do.
Even though I just finished saying I'm not going to give you any, you can't utter a one-liner and not blast someone in the head.
Yep, that's 100%.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Triple successes.
Triple successes.
You're going to hit roll all the damage dice in the known universe.
Critical injury.
Yeah, well done.
I didn't specify what I was shooting at. That's fine. Right leg. Critical injury.
So this thing's gonna be crippled. It wasn't one of these ones. Now that you've got sort of them all around you, you can see that they're all of the feral ghoul persuasion. But these ones that moved up on you super fast, they're like skinnier, scrawnier, and have like longer arms, like disproportionate to their body. This one that you shot was the regular one. So you hit it in the leg. So it will be crippled. Its movement is going to be much more difficult. It is not one of the fast ones, but it is now going to be a little bit slower. That's 'cause you haven't taken a minor action yet. Would you like to do something along those lines?
I'm gonna call it there. That's fine.
Okay.
Leave well enough alone.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, fair enough. That now moves over to Ash. Ash takes a step forward, coming up to one of these fast boys, and grabs his chainsaw ripper fucking hybrid thing, takes it and just powers it up with one good old swing there, and now he's going to he's going to take a swing at this Zed here, this ghouly looking thing. He's going to swing away with this weapon. If I can find out how to throw the dice. There we go. Dice been thrown. He's going to hit. He's going to throw a big old 6 damage die at the problem. See what he can do about that.
Did you name this thing the Binford 3000?
It's the Binford 3000. It's the Binford 3000. Yeah.
Piece of shit.
The Binford 3000 takes a swing at this thing, and it lands true, dealing 4 damage and putting it straight through onto this mamma jamma. He just tears into it and just like from like the shoulder down and like cuts like a big old swath through it, and then just like puts his foot on its chest and pulls it back up and gets ready for another swing. He dealt a lot of damage to it, but it is still kicking.
Noise it makes, it goes.
It goes when it fires off, and it's gonna go over to Johnny. Johnny, it is now your turn.
This show is stupid. This is a dumb...
but you love it though.
Ooh.
Why do I feel like someone's watching us over the fence just a little bit?
Which one of these ferals was I shooting at previously? Is there one that's particularly close?
Yes, there is. There's a couple that are a little worse for wear now. The 2 that are right up and close with you are one of them is on death's door, number 5 there. He's only got a couple hit points left.
Yeah, so I'm going for number 5.
Okay.
Shotgun. Oh, did I do that right?
I think if you hold control and then click on number 5, it should you're targeting him now.
Okay, perfect. And he's going down. Shotgun time.
Get him.
That's pretty good.
Ooh, 2 hits. So you're going to generate. We've got our first, or actually second action point of the game generated here now. We've got a couple now on the board, and a critical hit there as well. So that's actually 3 successes. So roll those.
Wait a second. Hold on. Rewind. Did I have to spend my major action to unjam my gun?
Sorry, you did. Thank you for reminding me. Yes. You could. You do have enough action points now.
Buy the extra action. Yes.
Yeah, you could. It's okay. That's going to deplete the pool. Then you're going to roll again, and then generate a couple there as well. So you got 3 in the pool now, and now you've spent your action. So that is going to hit. Roll dice. Thank you for remembering that. I forgot.
Sorry, I'm just trying to be above board.
All things in fairness. All things in fairness.
Want to be above fence?
To be fair.
So damage dice, yes.
Yes, please.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna do it. Yeah. You hit this nerd, and you just shotgun him. Actually, you tell me how you wanna liquefy this guy.
Okay, so I'm gonna kick out one of its legs, and it's kind of like gonna fall down. And it's like eat this.
Oh yeah, and its head is just gone, as it's just liquefied from the map. Okay, cool. That is your turn. Actually, well, you still have a minor action if you want to do anything with that.
Permission to high five whoever's nearest to me.
Permission to high five. Ash, like after pulling his Binford 3000 out of this ghoul, he looks at you and just like gives you just like you just have your hand up in the air as he turns around. He's just like, yeah. Connects, and that's going to bring it to Yuri.
Okay, yeah, we've got some clusters going on here. So Yuri's gonna actually let go of his laser musket and have that sling back and pull out Sherlock Holmes.
Love it.
Everyone's favorite Sherlock Holmes. How come I can't target the? Oh, there we go. Did I target? Huh?
You're targeting number 3.
Huh? Okay, I can't see the arrow when I'm targeting. Am I targeting number 1 now?
You're targeting 1 and 3.
Okay, that kind of works.
I mean,
whatever.
That's what you're trying to do. Just roll it. Well,
I'm slinging Sherlock Holmes out on him.
I know what you're trying to do. Yeah. Oh, so many attacks. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I've got fucking Laser Commander. I do a shit ton of attacks.
Oh yeah, you do too. Okay, so yeah, you've hit. So now roll and generate some action points in the process too. So your pool is up to 6 at the moment, which I believe is your cap. So well done. Now hit me with some damage die. So you're looking for those Vault Boy heads so you can trigger the blast, which you do. Well done. Burst damage has been initiated because you rolled 2 Vault Boy heads. You can actually target 3 folks in total here. So you're going to do 3 damage. And you can spend the ammo to attack the other folks as well. So do you want to spend it and hit 3?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, if not now.
So I roll another 3 dice. 3 damage.
No. So the damage carries over, but you just do it to all. You just do it to all 3 of them. So you're gonna do a whole whack of damage.
Yeah. I spent my ammo, so fuck it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm looking a little sheepish because everyone got a really cool one-liner, and I kind of look around and go, "You guys are looking fairly blue." Ugh.
Okay.
The laser is blue. Is what the joke. You guys.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a ghoul joke.
It's a ghoul one. Well done. Okay, so the 3 closest to you here, Yuri, number 2, number 3, and number 1. You just like deftly like John Wick around your corner in your back and just like zap all these fools with like the critical hit there and deal just a shit ton of damage to all of them. Yeah, you don't take any of them out, but like everybody except for like a couple of them, like I think number 1, like the 2 furthest away, everybody's looking pretty rough. Some of them are very much like about to fall over.
All right, yeah, that's actually Yuri's going to, for his minor action, say like, "Oh, you guys have this," and back up like into the doorway. so I'm not being flanked on all sides.
Okay. So
And then that's the end of my turn.
You go into El Cabino, eh?
Yes, I'm gonna back up into the cabin, so I'm not.
As you do that, let me remove the roof of the cabin, which you can all now
Ooh.
see. Oh,
Look at that.
Don't you just
Fancy
love that
dancy.
fantasy grounds? Yes, you now see inside the cabin there is a fire burning inside and a couple of lights in there as well, giving a little bit of illumination. Pretty dark in there, and it just kind of stinks like old building. You are now inside the cabin, and that is going to be now the time for ghouls to do their things. This fast one runs up to Ash here and is going to.
Does he catch him?
Oh, yeah. Boo, but yes, he catches it.
Yes, he hits Ash for 4 damage, but he's got some armor, so he's doing okay. The next one here, what is it? Another fast boy is also right on top of Ash here, so he's going to attack as well. Throwing some dice, fantasy grounds. Those are both gonna miss. The third one runs up to you, Grant, and is going to try to take a bite out of your crime. Let's see. He's hitting on 8s. Let's see what we got. That is 1 hit. 1 hit on Grant for... Ooh, that's not going to be great. 3 damage on your torso. Do you have any torso armor, sir?
So torso, physical damage reduction is 1. Yes.
Okay, so you're actually only going to take 2 damage off that. Not
Okay.
bad. Not bad. Moving down, we've got number 1, which gets he's gonna get into contact with Johnny.
Johnny, you're getting surrounded there, bud.
Johnny's getting swarmed a little bit. He's getting swarmed a little bit, but he misses as the last one runs up to you, Grant, and is going to try to, or the second last one, take a swing at you. You're going to take 2 more hits. Let's see how lucky you get. No hits on the first and the very last ghoul also misses. You're able to like dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dive away from these like lunging attacks, and that's going to put it at the top of the order with you, Rifleman. You've got 3 ghouls around you. Let's see. There's a number. Basically, everybody around you is unfortunately, the one directly to your map right is just hanging on by a thread, and the other guy is not doing so good either.
Well, it's fun getting swarmed by ghouls and everything, but I'm gonna take a couple little stepperoonies.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go right next to Johnny.
Cool.
First. So I'm having a huge brain fart. Movement is a minor action in this system, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be my minor. Major action. I'm gonna leave the one that's hanging by a thread because I'm gonna throw some heat down.
Okay.
I'm gonna target the one that is to the left of Johnny on this. And I'm going to shoot it with my 44 pistol. And I'm going to buy an action point because that always works out real well for us.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot it.
Actually, you have action points to spend, so this will be a no cost.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh,
So that's going to be a hit.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's
a
lot.
Are 5 successes a lot?
Wait,
Yeah,
is that a lot? I don't remember. Is that a lot?
Is high
scoring.
score good? Did I break it?
Yeah, good.
Take a shot.
Location head, so I didn't even call it, and it still headshotted me, or it. I guess.
Throw dice. Doesn't matter.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Critical injury, head optics. I momentarily daze it and lose its normal actions in its next turn. It can't see clearly, and it increases the difficulty of all tests which rely on vision by 2. Did I just shoot it through the eyeball? I think
100% shot it through the eyeball, and as you do, it just like drops to its knees, like slowly, like mid swipe, like face down, and it's toast. That's a dead ghoul. That's a dead ghoul. You have a surplus of action points here now. You're at your max. You could attack again. And spend a couple action points out of your pool to do so.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot the one that I just walked away from that's hanging on by a thread just to get fewer Zeds on the ground. And then after I shoot it, I'm going to have a one-liner for you. So I'm going to roll my dice.
Come on, big money, big money,
please
big money,
work,
no
please
whammies.
work.
Two
Yep, that'll
more
be-
critical hits.
Hit.
That's
Are 4
huge.
successes a lot?
Ah,
I'm channeling John Wick here. This is fun.
I'm getting warm. I'm getting warm. Yeah, that
Critical injury, 5 damage to its arm.
that does it. Yeah, it's super dead. It only had like 2 hit points left. Yeah, number 4 is now also off the board. Kablam, kablam! You're like fucking spinning around, freaking Keanu Reeves style with like guns here, and like yeah, their numbers are dropping pretty fast. But there's a couple still healthy ones. Kicking. 2 of them have not been hit at all. 2 of them are about to die. 2 of them haven't been hit at all, and one of them's at about 3 health. So,
Not for long.
Hasta la vista, babies.
Ooh, hasta la vista, baby boys. As it
Missed
becomes
opportunity.
well, we're always here to catch each
Right
other
there, right
when it comes back. Yeah, Ash comes through again, and he's gonna fucking again take the bin for 3,000 and try to go for this Zed Stalker the second, and he critically fails. He goes to swing with this thing. And he drops it. The ghoul, this fast ghoul, he's not anticipating how fast this thing is. And as he goes to swing, it swipes and hits this chainsaw ripper as it goes flying, and it embeds itself into the wall right next to Johnny, whose turn it becomes. Johnny, what do you do?
Panic. Try not to panic.
Try not to panic.
Yeah, that's good.
Try not to panic.
Panic anyway.
I think the panic is setting in. I think. Can I move as a minor
Absolutely,
action, or okay? Yeah, maybe I'll like creep myself like a couple steps back into the cabin area.
Yeah, I'll say you're able to kind of like barrel through one of like there's no like glass in the windows or anything, but they're just
Through the window.
open. Yeah, absolutely. You're able to just like yeet it through the fucking window into the cabin.
Chainsaw
Okay,
tossing.
cool. Then I'm gonna point my shotgun out the window at Dead Stalker number 1.
Please
right
do.
There.
Yeah.
And away we
As
go.
one does.
Roll it,
one
baby
does.
boy.
Baby boy.
Heckin'
that's
yeah.
two big hits. Roll me some damage dices.
Big hit.
Oh,
Come
dang,
on,
that
baby.
shotgun does a lot of damage.
Yes.
Critical hit, kablam!
Critical hit.
Your shotgun hits this thing, and it drops. It doesn't drop. It just like this weird, sort of gangly, long, wrong-looking ghoul just like blam explodes into a million shards. As that is your turn. That was your minor and your major. You do have action points in the pool if you wanted to attack again. You could do so, from the pool.
Yeah, just spend 1 action point to do another attack.
Two action points, but yes.
Sure,
You've got plenty. You've got your
Any
pool's maxed out at
objections to
6.
be taking another shot? I feel like I'm on a roll.
Fucking let her buck, bud.
Yeah.
I'm going for it, boys.
You re-rack and hit it. Roll it, baby. Please hit it.
Please hit
He
it.
hits it with another crit. It just is non-stop in this game so far. Okay, yeah, roll that damage. I imagine you're hitting number 1 there.
Yes.
Dang. Okay, yeah,
Ooh.
three more damage. That's it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. In fact, it only has a couple of hit points left. That shot.
What's the vicious do? Because he got a vicious on that.
Oh, that's vicious. Sorry, you're right. Then that's going to do another. It does that same point of damage again, so it actually does 4 damage on that. So it's not quite enough. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Rule of cool. One hit point's garbage to be like. Well, you didn't quite.
Well, you didn't have it. Rulebook says.
Yeah, you crit hit with a vicious damage. It's dead. You fucking like I'm on a roll, boys, or whatever it was you said, and like cock again, and like you don't even look. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna say it's a Johnny moment where like you
No
like
look.
blind shot, like no scope headshot, like boom out the window.
Boom.
I just imagine rewinding that and your voice coming out of Johnny's face. I'm on a roll, boys. Like, telling the story.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Well,
happened.
anyways, that was on a fucking roll, right?
This thing is clapped. Yuri, unless you want to do anything else there, Johnny.
Oh no, negative. That was enough cool for one turn, I think.
That's plenty. Yeah. Iced
plenty.
2 dudes.
That was enough
Yuri,
cool for one turn.
that's a good one-liner too. Yuri, your turn. What's up, my dude? You are at the threshold.
Yeah,
of
I'm going to. I get the sense that the stalkers are more hardy than the feral Zeds, eh?
Well, I mean, who's to say?
All right, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm taking a shot.
Yeah,
Who gives a shit? Let's fucking nuke some idiots.
do it, please.
Who gives a shot?
That's gonna hit.
All right, one success will do it.
One success will do it. That's all you need. Oh, that's a good amount of damage. Sorry, you were shooting at which one? Sorry. Feral or
Stalker
Stalker?
3.
Stalker 3. Stalker 3 takes 4 points of damage. That's actually the that's 4 points of damage. Sorry. Yeah, he's not looking good. Not looking good at all. The feral number 2 is the only one who hasn't taken damage. Stalker 2 is on his last legs, and number 3 is doing okay. You could action point attack too if everybody wants to just double attack.
Yeah. All right. Why don't we do that? I'm gonna spend some action points because I like the targeted laser.
Yeah, why not?
You're on a roll.
Oh, done that. Double 19. No, 19.
Double 19's
I
not
shouldn't have
good.
said that.
It's not. Yeah. You should jinx it.
Shouldn't
Right?
have
I
done
should
that.
not have said
Yeah.
that.
Boy,
Ought
shouldn't
not
have.
regret.
I have instantaneous regret.
Yeah. You miss. It's not a critical miss or anything. It's just barely not 2 critical misses. But you just don't hit is all that happens there. But it is
Yeah,
going to.
I'll end my turn. That.
Okay, cool. That
That'll
is
do.
going to bring it to our remaining attackers here. He's going to take another attack at Ash. This fast boy misses. Fast boy 2, the return of fast boy, takes a shot. He is going to hit on Ash and does a stunning 3 damage to our boy Ash. He's doing okay. He's doing okay. He's taking some hits. He's not bloodied yet, to use a term from another game system. And then the last one's going to also take a shot, and he's going to actually no, wait, sorry, he's got no one to attack. He's going to run up to let's mix it up. He's going to run up to you, Yuri, and he attacks and hits for 1 damage on your
which I resist because I do have the one armor.
Yeah, you got, what is it, the chest piece or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Then that's.
Go ask your dad for a roll of quarters.
That's gonna top it round wise. We're dangerously close to nuking these creatures here. What's the move, Rifleman?
Alrighty, so this feral Zed here to my right, I'm
Mhm.
gonna go ahead and buy an action point because I'm going back in what I said earlier about giving you points.
Actually, you're still good. You have 3 in the pool now with that purchase.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and aim this time. I'm gonna aim for its head.
Okay.
So that'll be good times. Dice are going all over the place
Now,
in here.
because now you with your if you're shooting with the pistol, the called so you're aiming and then you're doing the called shot. It's going to be, what is it? It's one. It's a difficulty 2 then to shoot.
Oh, you know what?
Doing the called shot with the pistol.
You are right, because sniper only affects two-handed weapons that are accurate.
Correct.
So, but I did already call it. So, what did I? Where's my?
But
roll?
you did buy an extra action point. So
I did.
your odds of doing this are actually pretty good.
I did. Oh, so I rolled the dice, not in the dice tray chat box, but all over the screen.
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't count them.
Gotcha. What did it
So-
give you your results, or just re-roll if you want?
It didn't. I'll just re-roll. I didn't
Cool.
see what the numbers were either.
I think you're gonna do it. Okay.
Oh,
So
whoa! Hold
That's
on. Complication.
that's a neat mix. So the critical
Yeah.
hit is going to mean that you do hit because of the difficulty 2 test, and crits count as 2 successes. But you are going to have a critical complication. So let's roll your damage foist and see.
Okay.
Wait, does the never mind. You're
Oh,
good.
sorry.
Nope, you're all good. Wow. That is
That's the worst damage roll I've ever seen in my life. That's 1 point of damage on 6 combat die.
One
That's
point of
incredible.
damage.
I
Yeah.
shot him in the pinky toe.
Yeah.
You shot me right in the leg.
What? Out of curiosity, what is the fire rate of your 44?
Oh my god, I give up.
Can you jack its
yeah.
fire rate up?
Its
Probably
fire
not.
rate is 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I will let
aim.
if you want to retroactively goose the ammo on this and roll another damage die, I will allow you to do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. I will
Just out of curiosity, because goddamn, okay, that's a little better. Okay, so
2.
you're able to do a total of 3 damage to this thing. So that's not bad. What I will say is because of that critical fail on there, is that the fire rate of it is going to now drop for the rest of the one shot unless you do something tricksy to 0. So you won't be able to goose the ammo anymore by sort of double tapping whatever you did there. It makes the cylinder I don't know, fucking not spin.
It's hot.
She's firing hot. So,
Barrel's hot. I don't know.
Yeah,
something.
you do some damage. You do some damage. You did also generate an action point in there, so your pool is now back up to 4. And yeah, do you want to do anything else?
No, that's enough. Bonking it for 1 round.
Okay. It's going to bring it now to Ash's turn, who with his Binford 3000 embedded in like still in the wall. He's going to whip out his double barrel shotty, and he's going to just like point blank put it into the chest of this dingaling, the ghoul stalker in front of him, and he's gonna pull the trigger, and he's gonna critically hit, which ain't not bad on Feral Ghoul Stalker the second. Yep, and then he's going to roll his damage dice on the kaboom stick for those paying attention in the dice rolls.
Yes,
and
I didn't want to ruin your moment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And he's going to hit for 7 damage, just absolutely liquefying this last ghoul. Spooked him. Spooked him good. That's all he's going to do. Johnny, going to leave it back to your turn here. You're inside the cabin just. I will say that you don't have the greatest line of sight on either of these remaining 2, just because Yuri's kind of front and center there.
Can I do a bit of a roll to kind of get myself in better position? Say like.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if you. Oh yeah, I would say yeah. If you moved to the other window, you would have good lines on either of the other 2 remaining ones. One of them is looking at about like half health, and the other one is looking a little bit better shape. The ghoul stalker is in worse shape.
The ghoul stalker's in worse shape. Well, let me see if I can take out this Feral Z2. So I'm gonna go for you, right there.
Get him
with my gun, and away we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hit him.
That's gonna hit.
Oof.
That's gonna hit. Roll damage dice. If you have any fire rate abilities, juicing up your shot might not be a bad idea.
Okay, let's see here. Double barrel.
I don't know that it has.
I do have a fire rate of 2.
Oh wow! So you can add 2 extra damage die to this thing.
Would I roll that separately then after, or can I?
If you just give it the roll with the first, and then roll 2 individual ones, we'll add it on.
Okay, cool.
This could be a Ticey roll anyway. Oh my god! Another 1 damage roll. Dude. What? The hits have been great, but like the damage is kind of all over the place. But yeah, if you want to throw 2 more damage die, we'll add those on top of the 1 there. Come on, you always want those 2s. Those are what you want. 2s are the Vault Boys. Okay, another one gets on there. Not too shabby. So this thing's not looking great, but it is still alive. Do you want to do any other attacks, any other actions? You do have 4 action points in the pool.
Yeah, let's take another attack at this thing. That was not great.
Let's see if we can mulligan that bad boy. Give it another spin.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
jeez.
Damn. Any? Can I tempt you in a? Have you heard the word and Lord of our Lord and Savior luck points today?
Oh, indeed. Hey. Okay. Let's burn.
I mean,
let's
so
burn a
yeah,
luck
your
point,
luck is
yeah.
all recapped for this scenario. So Johnny in particular has 10 points he can burn, so might as well.
All right, I'm burning a luck. I'm re-rolling.
Yeah, just roll one d20 and for the re-roll and see if you hit.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Ah,
That's
that
a
is-
nat crit.
That's
Boom
the
goes
luck
the
point.
dynamite.
Kaboom goes the dynamite. Yeah, absolutely. Roll us some. Oh yeah, that's tasty. That's tasty.
There we go.
That is exactly how many hit points he had left. He had 5. He took 8. He took 3, bringing him to 8, and he is toast. Yeah, Johnny, you were like, take a shot and it goes wide and like quickly like combat reload, like okay, all right, and breathe deep and like roll, like pull up your shotgun shells, snap back and take this thing out. There's only the one left, and it is now Yuri Andropov. What you gonna do, buddy?
Yeah, he's just gonna wheel Sherlock Holmes on him and take the shot.
Please do.
Oh,
No dice.
no hits. Fuck it.
No hits.
I'm burning
hammies.
action points.
We're burning luck points, baby. Let's do it.
No, don't we have action points left?
You have action points. You have action points, but you're supposed to do them beforehand. But yeah, if you want to retroactively add one to the pool, I will allow it. Because in the spirit of Halloween. Yeah. Give us one.
Spoopy.
Well, that's an 18, so that's not it. All 3 shots go wide, and I
Didn't
just
fucking
say,
matter.
"Oh, for Christ's sake!"
For Christ's sake.
And that's the end of my turn. He's
Okay.
just gonna curse himself and be upset.
I will. Okay, that's good. So we've got this one guy left. He's like on death's door, but these things are mindless, so they're coming at you. I'm gonna say we're gonna do a little rule of cool situation here. This thing like looks and comes at you, Grant, and its jaw just like unhinges in this unhinged and unholy way as it comes leaping at you. You have a split second to react, and I will let you make an attack on this thing or a major action of any type to try to stop its advance towards you. If you want to try to nip it in the bud.
I'm gonna shoot it in the somewhere.
Get it, baby.
Left leg. That's 2 successes.
That's gonna hit. Roll some big old damage die. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, 3.
Nicely done. Nicely done. This thing was about to die. You fire off as this thing comes in close at you, and like with the barrel up, it like puts it's coming at you with this unhinged jaw and comes to like put its entire head in your mouth, and you just pull the revolver up, and kablamo, it goes off, and it is toast. And this loud cacophony of where you once heard this screaming and like ghoulish wailing and all this nastiness is pin drop silent. You hear the wind once again rustling through the trees. As Ash turns to all of you and says, "Oh, that's one way to call in the cavalry, fellas. It's good to see ya."
It's good to see you too, Ash. It has been a little bit. What the hell is happening around here?
You're a bag of bones. It's good to see you, pal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I gotta give him one of those hearty, fucking forearm to forearm handshakes.
Sure, like a Roman style shake. Yeah, and you do just that. I'm sorry about all the mess here. I wish I could have filled you in a little bit more with my letter, but
Hey, what the hell are these things?
it's best we talk inside here. Rifleman, it's good to see you too. See you guys have a new companion here. Name's Campbell, Ash Campbell. As he goes over to Johnny, as you all make your way inside Le Cabon. And he introduces himself to you, Johnny, as Ashley Campbell.
Well, hi, Mr. Ashley. You always keep such wonderful company.
Only when these two are usually involved, giving you guys like a we're old war buddies kind of thing.
We're old friends.
Ha ha.
I swear these two are trying to get me killed.
Yeah,
You just say shaky.
never on purpose, but it always seems to happen.
Yeah. Well, listen, gents, I gotta say, I'm like I said, I wish there was more time to explain, but you see, I could use a little help, and you're the only two around here that I trust. See, I got word a while back that there were people going missing in these parts lately. Got good intel that this spoopy fucking cabin had something to do with it, and well, I came here to investigate, but the place looks damn near picked clean. It just gives me the fucking creeps. But
Yes, it's very unsettling. It stinks like absolute shit in here, and that's not just you.
I mean, part of it is me. There's no bathroom, so there's a bucket.
Have you just been going in this coffee can? Ugh.
I mean,
Ouch.
use what you got at the time. But these I've been trying to figure out what in the hell's been up with this place. Something gives me the creeps, and something just doesn't seem right. And
How the hell did you get? How the hell did you get all the way out here anyway? Do you still have that old Corvega?
I would just throw in some lore in there. Oh, you mean the highwayman? Like looks like, and yeah, you guys walked right by it. You didn't even notice. There's an old Corvega sedan hung out there, and yeah, as you see it, it looks oddly familiar to one you might have seen way out west once upon a time. There, Yuri. Fallout 2. Scroll opens. Yeah, me and the highwaymen here have been making tracks, but it's weirdest, damnedest thing. I've been hearing these rumors from all over parts of the wasteland, not just here in the territories. It doesn't seem to be just wastelanders either. All manner of creatures and ghouls and mutants, you name it. One day they're, just there. There'll be a camp of them, and the next, gone. Damnedest thing. And well, I got word about this a while back from a settlement a little further out east, and well, thought I'd go check it out. There's some caps in it for me. So some folks out in Kansas dropped me a bag of caps to go take a look. Just throwing in more random season lore for no reason, and that's why I'm here. But what do you say, Yuri? You helped me solve a mystery or two back in the day. Think you can help us out one last time?
I guess in for a penny, in for a pound. What do you think, boys? Lend the old Ash here a hand, or?
Be pretty inconvenient for the plot if you didn't.
Oh, I mean, yes, of course. Yes, heartily, we are going to help you out here in your time of need.
Okay, that's a wrap, guys. We're gonna end it.
That's it.
Yeah,
and that's it. We steal the highwayman, and it's got a trunk full of real cool shit.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. As you look into the cabin, you see now that it is a fairly standard sort of woodsman hunter sort of cabin that you would have seen anywhere.
Yeah. Can we look around this fucking place a little bit?
You can indeed. You see. Let me paint you a picture of what you got. You got the main room here. It is pretty much as advertised on the map. You've got the main room with a fireplace, crickling and crackling. There, as well as a sort of like a bedroom and like a storeroom. There's no like sort of kitchen proper. There's like sort of like a little kitchenette with like an old sort of like wood stove directly to your right on the map there, Yuri. And there's like a table with some chairs in this main room, and a couple like crates and that sort of stuff. Not a whole lot of anything. It's pretty nondescript.
What were you looking for in here, Ash?
Well, it's hard to say. I haven't found much so far. There's this room's pretty much picked clean. There might be some stuff left in the storeroom there, but it looks pretty much empty. And bedroom just seems full of old junk, and there's a big old mess of holotapes in there. But I don't have any way to listen to any of them.
Eyebrow raised. Look over at Johnny.
Johnny's just like holding his Pip-Boy Gleason.
You still have that piece of tape that tells you how to work it on your Pip-Boy?
A big little post-it note has like a piece of tape over it.
Do not use.
Nice. Yeah, that's going back to like episode like 2 or 3 right there. But yeah, it still has the like just like a piece of like electrical tape with like Sharpie written on it. The crude instructions on how to work your Pip-Boy. These are the things you see. You can search through the rooms proper if you want to like go looking room to room to room. You could do some some searching tests. Right now, you are in the main room. What do you want to do?
Boys, I have an idea, but why don't you guys go first if you have anything?
Well, so Rifleman would be concerned about more things showing up. So
Okay.
while y'all search inside, Rifleman's going to do kind of a slow patrol around the outside of the cabin. Also see if I can't see anything outside.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Rifleman, you go outside and start doing on your rounds there. Yeah, you walk around. It's still like this eerie quiet and cool and calm in here. And you're not picking up anything. Duke's sort of like sniffing the air around, but he keeps sort of getting distracted and coming back to the bodies of these ghouls. And as you sort of look at them a little bit closer, you see now that these eyes that they had, they're still glowing this green, even though these things are deader than a doornail. And after about sort of 10-15 minutes of you sort of like doing these loops, you notice that they do start to die down after about that time. But you've encountered ghouls in your day. Something about this just isn't right. Anything else you want to do outside?
That's about it.
Okay.
I'll just stay out, keep on doing my lookabouts.
Okay. Inside, Johnny, what are you getting up to?
Johnny's gonna kind of spill out all of his guns on top of this table and just kind of take them apart, kind of make sure they're all. He just wants to be ready for if and when something else comes. So he's like cleaning and all that kind of jazz.
Okay, I like that a lot. Yeah, I'll say you can spend some time sort of going through prepping your gear. Yeah, why don't we say as a result of you spending some time doing that on your first shot with any of your weapons, you'll get a free D20 to add to the pool as you have freshly lubed and minted weaponry. Ash comes over to you Ash comes over to you while you're doing this whole situation, and checks it out and so sort of like looking like comparing shotguns, and you see he like drops his on the table and it's fucking like massive. He's retrieved his Ripper Binford 3000 from the wall of the cabin, and like he's like talking shop with you here, but like this shotgun that he's got is like it looks like it's like 4 or 5 different shotguns all like sort of like modded together into like this like big honking double barrel massive unit. And you guys talk shop about your guns for a bit. Yuri, what's on your agenda here, pal?
Yeah, while they're doing that, I say perhaps while you're doing this, you could pop in a few of those holotapes and listen a little bit. There's something not right about this cabin. And is there shit on the floor? Is there stuff on the floor other than the table? Is there like a rug or anything? There's the crates and stuff.
There is, I'll say while they're sort of doing that, you go and like you grab like I'll say you do this. You go into the bedroom and you see there that there's just like on the foot of the bed just like a pile of holotapes, like probably like 25, 35 holotapes, and you grab a bunch of them. And sort of bring them over and put them on the table with the rest of the gang. And sort of while you're doing this, you see that there is some rugs on the floor.
I kind of just want to move shit out of the way. I'm looking for trapdoors.
The guy's looking for a trapdoor. Sure.
Always looking for a trapdoor. Secret cool. Compartments.
Yeah, give me this. Let's do a good old fashioned search and roll. So we're gonna do a survival plus perception.
Survival plus perception.
Yes, indeed. And I'm not gonna set a target for it, but the more successes you get, the better things will go.
Sounds good.
So I'll let you decide what that means. Action point and or luck point spend wise.
Okay, if I click survival, it automatically adds perception, doesn't it?
100%, yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm good at both of these things, so boop.
Okay. He said as he critically failed.
No. Can I burn a luck point? Can I burn a luck point? rid of that?
You can absolutely burn a luck point to ditch
You may
that
not.
to ditch that 20. Yeah.
I want this to work, so I'm going to burn a luck point. I only have 4, so I'm down to 3.
Okay.
But
Worth it.
there we go.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes.
Worth
I'm
it.
getting that fucking out of there.
Worth it.
Out
That's
there.
that's 2 successes. Yeah. So a couple things happen in this. You start rummaging through like all of the bedside drawers in the bedroom. You start going through like the little kitchenette that's there, as well as this storeroom. And with 2 successes, you're going to
No
find
successes.
some dos exes.
Ah.
You're going to find some loot. You're going to find a Nuka-Cola, which is everybody's favorite, in the kitchenette there, stashed away for a rainy day. You're going to find a Fancy Lad snack cakes in the storeroom, tucked away also there, hidden away. It's like somebody was a secret sugar snacker. Don't find my secret snacks, and hiding them in there. So you've got those 2 now with you with the 2 successes. And on top of that, you do bringing over the holotapes. You put them all on the table there, and as you do, one drops off the table and lands on the floor. As you go down to pick it up, you do see this bearskin rug by the fireplace. What looks to be is almost perfectly covering over, but not enough to fool Yuri Andropov. The crack of what looks to be a trap door. You throw this bearskin rug over, and sure enough, there is a trapdoor door, and it's like the scene of like looking up from the perspective of the ground as this thing flies open, and all 3 of you, minus Grant outside, are now looking down Quentin Tarantino style at this trap door. Grant outside, while you're sort of kicking around there, are you hanging out? Are you coming back in? Are you doing anything?
I'll call out to him when I see the trapdoor. I say, Grant, you might want to come in and see this.
Yeah, when I hear that, I'll and I presume there's still kind of like crickets outside. It's just like nighttime quiet still.
Yeah, it's as peaceful now as it wasn't 5 minutes ago.
Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, so I'll do another round around the house and I'll come in.
Okay.
Seeing the trapdoor, I will join the spectacle.
Okay. You are now staring down at this trapdoor. You've got a pile of holotapes. For the sake of moving stuff along. Yeah, Johnny, while you were going through your business there and working on your guns, you were sort of just popping these in, kind of like you would listen to like a podcast or a live stream while doing something else.
Or something like that while you're doing something else. Yeah.
Oh, meta games. How many of y'all are at home either painting miniatures or working on some sort of craft project right now? Let me know in the comments. Hey, okay. You pop in these holotapes, and one after one, other after other, appear to be notes and the scribings and scrawlings of one Dr. Elliot, and each tape starts with a Dr. Elliot here, experiment number blah 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 blah, and each one starts off the same way as you listen. And some of them are very mundane. Some of them are just like notes, like, oh, need to resupply the atomic generators with blah 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 blah, and some are just like grocery lists, or not grocery lists, because you're getting the implication that these are all recorded post-war, not pre-war. And as you listen to them on and on, this Dr. Elliot keeps going on about his experiments. And one of them, as you sort of work your way through the pile, they seem to be scrawled sequentially, and they seem to be getting more frantic and manic as you go through and through and through. And finally, you get to one which is of particular interest, which reads, Pip-Boy noise, "My work, they can never understand my genius. Oh, the possibilities, they're quite literally out of this world. But I need more test subjects if I'm to truly unleash the potential of the Zed. I'll find willing participants if I can. If not, well, so be it. Nothing can stand in the way of scientific prowess, and dare I say, of evolution itself." Everybody, roll for spoopy.
Don't like
Rolling
that.
for
Roll
spoops.
for spoop. Roll it for spoops.
Oh, meets or beats?
Meets or beats. Meets or beats.
No.
That's 2 successes.
Oh!
Johnny, not so much. Yuri and Rifleman, you sort of look at each other with this kind of like, what the fuck was that? But Johnny, this has fully given you the creepazoids.
Heebs and the Jeebs.
Heebs and the Jeebs. You are going to suffer 1 spoopy damage that blows through armor. Right in the spoop. You got me. You got me in the spoop, guys. Yeah, so you are going to have 1 spoopy damage. To keep track of how everyone's doing health-wise, Rifleman, you've just taken 2 damage points. Johnny, that's going to put you at 5 damage because you got chomped down by some ghouls. Ash is at 6 hit points. He's not looking so hot. Johnny, you're at 5 of your 12 as mentioned, and it's no, wait, 5 of your 24. I'm sorry, because you're the fucking tank apparently. And Rifleman, you got 2 of your 17 taken away from you. So do with that what you will.
Yeah, just real quick, as we're talking and listening to this, to the super creepy tapes that, while the wind blows and the lightning crashes, I'll patch Ash up as best I can. Say, old friend, your trick knee is acting up again. You're not looking as spry as you once did.
Aha. Yeah, roll for that. Was it hit point? Oh,
that's 2 critical successes.
Yeah, okay. Roll for, what is it? It's your medicine skill plus a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah, there's a shitload. I think that he gets 9 hit points back.
Well, then he's doing just fine. Yeah, I'll say yeah, he's healed up, and yeah, I'll say there was 6. Yeah, because he only had 6 damage, and then so I'll spread the rest around. Rifleman, you're back at full health, and Johnny, you basically took that 1 that'll heal the wounds a little bit from your psychic damage. Yuri talks you into a soft voice, making you feel a little bit okay. But yeah, you've listened to these creepy tapes. They seem to be strange, talking something about the Zed, and you have this trap door beneath you. What do you do, gang?
Do you think that maybe what he was working on would be in this super apparent creepy basement?
Hard to say without knowing for sure.
Seems like a pretty good place for a whack job to be doing whack job things.
Are we going to go underneath this house and discover like a super John Wayne Gacy, like evil laboratory thing? Anyway, you guys wouldn't know who that is.
It's gonna be a whole it puts the lotion on his skin type of situation.
Is there a well around here? Yuri's going to
Yuri's going to way too many ideas to use against you, but yes, go ahead.
Yuri's going to kneel down next to the trapdoor and just give it an old
boom, boom from the inside. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen.
No!
No. Yeah, it appears to be hollow. You don't see like there's like a old school padlock on it, keeping it locked.
Ash, have you rooted around underneath this house at all?
I hate to say it, but this is the first I've noticed this. To be honest, I've been here better part of a week, but sometimes you just miss the most obvious things right in front of your nose, or in this case, under your feet.
Yeah. Can I do I'm gonna read him. I want to read him.
You want to do like an insight check?
Yeah, I want to do like I haven't seen him in a few years. I want to do a fucking read on this guy. Is he telling us the truth?
Sure. Why don't you give me a let's make it a how do I want to do this? A speech plus persuasion?
Oh geez, how would I do that?
Sorry. I said all the wrong things. A speech perception roll.
A speech perception roll.
In your character sheet, if you just click the little perception there and then roll, it should I have roll speech.
Okay.
You're trying to see how much you gain from this.
Yeah. Okay, no successes.
Yeah, I mean nothing jumps out to you as like overtly as like suspicious at all. You have no reason to to disbelieve him at this stage of the game for sure.
Okay.
Seems legit. Seems above board.
See, everything okay, Ash. Seems a-okay to me. All right.
He's brawny.
Well,
He's not that brainy. What can you say?
if you boys want to go down and start rooting around underneath here, we're pretty much as patched up as I can make us.
I feel like we kind of gotta go down there, right? Like, am I crazy?
No time like the present.
Well, let's get the fuck going.
I'm going to do
I'll
something
go-
that's... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But I was just gonna say, Grant will prepare to go first, but go ahead.
I'm going to do something that I haven't fucking done since the first episode. I'm going to pick this goddamn lock.
Okay. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I have the
Okay.
infiltrator perk. When you attempt a lockpick skill test, you may re-roll 120.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and roll.
It's only
to
difficulty
unlock-
1. It's not like a fancy padlock or nothing.
All right. Well,
Nice.
that's. I'm going to re-roll that 14
Might as well.
to a 12, which is what is it based off of? Agi? No, that's.
Your target, I think, is 10.
Yeah. Target's 10. So no dice on that one. But it's
No
okay
dice.
because it's only it was only a one difficulty lock. So yeah, you get your bobby pin. Definitely pop this thing open, and yeah, and as you 110% as you open this door and it just lifts up, you see that it goes down, some sort of it's like wooden staircase that goes down into this long and dark hallway. Unless there's anything you guys want to do left up here, then we will continue downstairs. Any last minute upstairs activities?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, nope, we're going down. So we move down into the darks and the depths, and you start making your way. It's like an old root cellar, right? Like nothing too fancy. The walls are kind of like, if you were like, in like a mine shaft or something with like planks, so just holding the dirt at bay.
Just to
and a wooden
retcon
roof.
real quick.
Okay, yeah,
I made a torch. I'm not going down there without.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, easy enough. There's a fireplace. Yeah, you grab, I don't know, part of the bearskin rug and put it onto a fucking stick, and yeah, you got yourself a torch. Johnny's got his Pip-Boy. It's dark, but it's spoopy dark, right? It's lit up, but just enough to make it nice and creepy. And as you head downstairs, you hear one last are out from the storm or the whistling winds outside. As you make your way down into the darkness, into the inky black is where we will take our halftime-ish break. We're gonna make it. Looks like we're gonna go a little bit longer this time around. We'll probably push it through till 10. We'll take a short little break here in the and well, you know what? Let's keep it short and sweet. Let's say just a 5-minute break. We'll come back shortly after 9 p.m. with the conclusion of Evil Zed. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Stay spooky. The vault door once again begins to spoopily open. We come back to the Fistful of Neutrons Halloween Spooktacular in our second half. Thank you all for sticking with us with the little break there. We're going to get right back into the conclusion here. Probably give you guys another hour or so of lovely playing time in our spoopy Halloween adventure. But first, we need to roll and spin the Wheel of Doom because we have a giveaway. To do. Yeah. The folks at Modiphius have been supplying us with some goods lately, and we decided to pass the savings on to you. We are going to make this draw. A lot of you folks have already been able to enter this draw for the Yaoguai minis from the battle report that we had out last week before. So we're going to spin that wheel now. Thank you everyone for entering. All of our patrons and members at the Vault Dweller and Chosen One level have a double entry into this one. So good luck to everyone out there as we spin that wheel, and here it goes, round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows, but it's going to stop on who do we got? Halloween, spelled Halloeen, no W, has entered and won the draw. Halloween, one of our YouTube subscribers. I will track you down over the interweb. If you're watching here tonight, drop us a message in the chat. If not, I will find you on the interweb, and we'll have those Yaoguai Ambush box set of minis coming your way ASAP. Thank you to everyone for entering the draw, and for
congratulations, Halloween,
and for doing the whole thing. So yeah, thanks so much.
Fitting that you won.
I mean, kind of, and interestingly enough, they were the last person to enter on the comments on the YouTube video, and that's how I remember it, because I remember copying the name and going, "Huh, that's a funny one." So there you go. It pays to play the game. Last person to throw in their name has risen to the top. So there you go. Thanks so much, folks. We're gonna get back into the action where we left off right now, as we go back, and the gang have just ascended deep into the earth as they head down from this creepy cabin that they've met their old friend Ashley Campbell, Ash as we've been calling him, and fought off some crazy, weird, abnormal, mutated ghouls, and found a trapdoor and some holotapes from someone saying his name is Dr. Elliot, talking about creepy experiments and something called the Zed. And they've moved themselves down into the basement. It's dark, it's close, it's tight. You're in single file sort of thing at the moment, and it just keeps going. Like, it just keeps winding and winding these hallways, and like you start to take twists and turns as you go, and within a minute or two, which seems like longer than it should be in what you thought would just be like a little root cellar or basement, but it just keeps going, and you come to the end of the line, and here you see some oddities. There's some light down here. In fact, there's an old electric light, which seems to be flickering on and off in an extra spoopy sort of way, as well as like a desk and some bookshelves, and some scrawled writings and papers and the like, and like honest to goodness, like written on with pen and paper, as well as a couple of these holotapes as well, which seem to be more in the vein of this Dr. Elliot. There's this bookcase and this desk, and that's about it. What do you do? It's a small room, probably like only 3 meters by 3 meters wide, that it's opened into dirt floor, wooden beams propping up the ceiling in this subterranean cavern. What do you do, Joe?
I'll check the desk.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a search plus perception check on the desk. See what you find.
That's which skill?
So there's be survival. Sorry, survival.
Okay,
perception. Yeah,
perception and survival. Rolling. Where it stops. Oh, okay. So a success and a complication.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, you look through, you find sort of more of these holotapes. Those weren't hard to find. They were on top of the desk there. But you do, because of your success, you will find a little bit of some looty loot. So looking through there, you're going to, why don't we say, you're going to find, I had the list of loot here somewheres, and
I like looty loots.
it has disappeared slightly. Okay, there we go. Why not? You find a good old-fashioned stim pack. Not too shabby.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. So you got a couple healing items now in your inventory, which ain't too bad. But that is about all you find with that complication. Nothing out of the ordinary. Anybody else want to do any looking around, searching around?
Yeah, of course. I want to look through his research, the bookshelf, his notes and stuff, the pen and paper.
Okay, sure.
I want to use my scientific background to try to figure out his notes.
I like this a lot. Give me a what would it be?
Ooh.
I guess it's not like a traditional sort of searching sort of thing. Oh, I'm going to pull up the character sheet here. What would be a good skill to use? You know what? I'll let you decide what exactly it is you're looking for. If you want to search through the research to find out more about like what in the heck's going on, it'll just be a good old-fashioned science roll.
Okay.
If you want to do like more sort of like searching around like the room sort of stuff,
No. I specifically just want to read through his notes. So I think I'm just going to do a science roll.
Okay.
And
sure.
I'll very dramatically spread out the stuff on his desk or table and pour over it with my torch and mumble to myself. Chromosome, indeed.
Okay. Give me a roll.
And a roll. Oh, baby boy! That is a crit success, a natty 1. I fucking read this guy. I peer reviewed this paper.
Yeah,
you did
100%. A couple of things are gonna happen here. So with the critical one, you do some. So I'll do it a little bit differently. With the 9, you are able to get a really good read on what is happening here. You see that this is all about genetics and like splicing, and like as you go, you're finding notes about DNA sequencing and codes and stuff that you're a smart guy, but like this is even a little bit over your head, like what you would be able to do intelligence wise, but you're understanding what's trying to happen here. This is like DNA merging, splicing of something that's very, you are seeing sort of genetic codes and stuff that are very unfamiliar to you in a lot of different ways. You also find with this critical, you start you learn all this from the papers on the desk, and then you move over to the bookshelf and find more notes and start going through those, and you also find another holotape which begins to play. Fools, imbeciles, the board has deep-sixed my research. They say that Father has deemed the project unsustainable. They can't see that this is the only way to sustain us, to sustain the very human race. These travelers, they've been coming here for centuries, and the Institute owes nearly all of our technological advances to these visitors. This Zayton evolutionary disease, or Z as I call it, may hold the key to humanity's very survival, and it's something I will not abandon, even if that means that I must do it alone. And the tape ends.
Oh, we're definitely going to find a big bad evil guy who's this dude turned evil.
You looking through the bookshelf, you notice with this critical roll, with TM, different thing.
Different thing, not us. Other thing.
You see that this bookshelf, in fact, when you're looking through all the drawers at the bottom, you see that it's been moved recently.
Oh,
there's the dirt floor seems to have tracks from where this thing has moved quite recently, and I won't make you roll for it because you critted on it already. You sort of just give this thing a kick, and it feels hollow, and you give it a pull, and like it's a latch that like magnetic almost unleashes, and opens up and slides forward all on its own, like a hydraulic system. And in front of you is very foreign and out of place, not just in this weird, creepy basement with dirt floors, but anywhere is a large metal blast door made out of this almost blue, shining silver steel that you've never quite seen before. And it's this massive door. On it are no keypad, but there's a small box with just 2 buttons, and almost like a grill of like a microphone. And you are now standing in this room, and some fluorescent lights have kicked on above this thing. And there is a giant, weird metal door in this basement. What do you do?
Okay. Start looking for keypad, obvious anyway, buttons, entry points.
Yeah, there's 2 buttons beneath this little speaker thing, and throwing caution to the wind, Grant pushes one of the buttons.
I sure do.
Yeah, and absolutely, because like, why in the heck?
Why
Why
not?
the heck wouldn't you at this?
Why
stage,
wouldn't I?
At this stage of the one shot, as an automated female voice comes on and says, "Please provide audio identification."
Oh, I have something.
I
for
poked
this.
Johnny.
He's play the first one. His name is Dr.
Yeah, of course.
Play.
Dr. Elliot here, as the tape begins to keep talking, the metal gate in the middle, this weird, jagged interlocking portion opens, and a blast of steam comes through, and this thing opens at an alarming rate of speed, in fact, and you are all suddenly blinded by the light.
Nice.
As your vision returns, again, the surrealness of what you see before you is just striking, as in this basement, in this root cellar, it appears to be like a medical facility of sorts, like something you would encounter looking at, like a med bay or an old hospital above ground, but this is underground. And not only that, it is pristine, like clean.
Would Yuri recognize this as a clean room?
This is not, you wouldn't recognize this as a clean room, but you would recognize this as a medical research type facility, perhaps maybe in your questionable past as a human, something similar that you may have encountered, on some like really old school KGB, fucking weird science kind of
Weird
shit.
science.
Weird science.
She blinded me with science.
Beep, boop, beep, boop. But no, and decidedly, sort of the architecture of this all is very foreign to you. It all the walls are sort of smooth, like it's you can tell that it's it's man-made, but it's of a design and an aesthetic that is unlike anything you've encountered. The floors are this polished blue tile, and these sort of metal sheen walls lead down to this not too long corridor. In fact, why don't you gentle dudes here take a look at a map that I'm about to drop into Fantasy Grounds, because that's a thing that we can do. Yes, if you look at this map here right about now, you will see that I've just dropped into the chat what this place looks like. And viewers at home, you can now see this as well. I will put you all on the map because that's where you are. Wow, I don't know why it's so small. The scale of this is not quite accurate, but that's okay. Ash in tow, you all are now at this gateway entrance here. And you are now in this hallway. There, it goes down long. There are 2 doors on the left and one turning off to the right.
Now,
it is creepy, cold, and weird in here. What do you do?
Is what we're seeing accurate? Like, is it all banged up, or is it still like pristine and clean as we're going in?
It's pristine and clean as you begin, but it doesn't take long for sort of some detritus of sorts to show up. It looks like it looks like, you know, there were folks here, but at one point probably keeping well shape of it, but it looks like it's kind of gone to the dogs a little bit. So it's fairly accurate.
Speaking of which,
Oh yeah, Duke's there.
Grant, do you think maybe Duke would be able to alert us if there's been any traffic through here recently?
Yeah, definitely. I'll get Duke to do an old sniff test.
Sure.
Does it pass the smell test?
Does it pass the smell test?
Pass the smell test? Just like a straight up perception.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's do a survival roll on that.
Okay.
And yeah, let's have you do that. Actually, what we'll do is I think how it works for Duke is that because he has advantage, right? Or he has a difficulty of scent based sort of tests, right?
I think it reduces the difficulty of scent tests, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then yes. Yeah, we'll say that it's just a difficulty 1. Then in that case, for Duke to follow his nose.
Alrighty. Survival.
Ooh.
Oh no. Dude,
Okay.
we don't smell
Nothing
shit.
there. Can I
Duke doesn't
interest you in the word of our Lord and Savior luck points today?
Yes, you may introduce me to the word of our Lord and Savior luck points. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that. It's not better.
It's not great.
Not lucky at all.
No, not so much. Duke is actually I kind of like this. Duke is kind of like baffled. Like he like looks confused. Like he's like,
oh yeah.
Like he's getting scents and whiffs of things that he does not know or recognize in any sort of way, shape, or form. It's a little off-putting to both him and you that he's not able to get a bead on any sort of. He's smelling something,
Yeah.
or some things, but he doesn't know what the fuck they are.
Fair enough. I also don't.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
What can I interest you folks in doing? Oh, I will say, in the interest of you know, keeping things moving in an interesting way, you do see a sign up by this door, or this exit way, I guess you should say, that says Z Facility 001. And it has a couple like pointing signs that point you towards administration, storage, and test bay. What would you like to do?
Let's proceed, folks. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of definitely get that pistol out, and I'm gonna just start slowly walking down the hallway. I'm gonna try to be quiet because I don't know if there's something in here. Could I do a little sneak roll?
If we would like to be spoopy and stealthy, why don't you all give me a roll of stealth? See how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm super good at this.
Ocular pat down of the area.
Yeah. What do we got? Oh, another Rift City.
Can I do another luck, please?
You can do.
Oh, I kick a bucket over.
Oh no!
Oh Lord!
We both just Isengarded, or no,
You know
mine's a Moria. Just
Yeah.
kicked a bucket down the well.
We'll say that I do too. Forget my luck. Can I keep my luck point?
Okay. Yeah.
We just
okay,
all
sure.
bump
Yeah.
into shit constantly.
100%. You keep your luck point, and what happens is you guys are so thrown. Like you've just showed up into this cabin, fucking weird ghouls with glowing eyes, shit you've never seen before.
Sure.
Weird fucking basement, mechanical trapdoor, architecture, and some weird fucking shit you've never seen. Talking about institutes and viruses and Zatans and all kinds of weird shit. You don't know what's going on. You're all clusterfucked. You start making your way down through this hallway here, and we'll say that you get to about this sort of halfway administration room, and you're not moving sort of particularly quietly at all. You've come to the administration level, and yeah, you accidentally sort of kick some shit while you're on the way, and you don't hear nothing comes at you right away, but you do hear from your right hand side down towards the area where it says test bay, you do hear something that sort of chills you to your bone. In fact, we'll have you all roll spoopy as you hear as it fades away. Roll spoopy.
I don't like
All
that.
right.
Do we have to? Okay.
Yes, you do.
Oh, come on.
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's 2 crit failures in a row for me.
Well,
That's a big nope.
Well done. Everybody's going to take 2 spoopy damage on that one. I will put it on our the wound tracker on the combat tracker here. Everybody's going to take 2. So that's where we are right now as this weird guttural scream reverberates through this steel building. You can see coming up on the right that there is sort of like a large pane of glass, what looks to be a large window on the right, which looks into whatever this test bay might be. To your left, you've got the sign that says administration, and then going down a little bit further, you've got storage.
Gentlemen, I would like to maybe see if there are any working computers in administration that I could take a look at.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go get it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll head on into administration.
Sure. Yeah, you do just that. You make your way through. It is as advertised on this map. You've got sort of this boardroom that looks to be sort of disheveled and papers and things. It does look to be well used. Like once upon a time, there are scrawlings and whiteboards or the high tech institute equivalent of whiteboards with these holographic smart boards and stuff all around that start off with regular project management and stuff happening and dates checks, and then it all starts to get real fucked up and real fucking weird, and you can tell that there's still experiments and whatnot going on, but just it all goes off the rails. But you make your way into sort of these rooms, and it's a situation normal, all fucked up. Rather than have you go room to room, whatever, I'll have you say you are able to find some working maintenance terminals, administration terminals. I will, for the sake of just fun, I'm not going to set it as a difficulty test, but if you do want to try to hack these bad boys, it will
I do.
Yeah, it will. You will give it a hack, and the better you do, the more advantageous it will become.
The more you know.
You learn.
So that's a science roll, just a straight up science roll.
That would be correct, sir.
Science. I'm good at this.
Whoa.
You are
And
good
another
at
crit.
this.
And another crit.
You are good at this. Okay, you're getting the crits where it matters, and that's pretty great. So yeah, you do some more hacking, and
I'm in.
I'm in. Hacker man. And
It's a Unix system. I know this.
I know this.
Hack the
planet.
Hack the planet. You hack the planet and you get in, and the classic cash register noise comes up as you gain 5 XP. And you hear there's a handful of things here with that roll. I will let you unlock, and rather than just and now I'm gonna make you click on this entry file. I'm just gonna tell you.
Let me read through 700 unread emails, please.
Yeah,
one at a time.
100%. You find a couple of things. Number one, you find a little bit more information about this area and this level. In fact, and for the sake of both brevity, time, and the fact that you rolled really well, you find more information about this Dr. Elliot. You find another note which documents this doctor, and fully pulling the curtain back. There was this institute doctor who had wild dreams of using some DNA from what appear to be travelers from the stars to merge with humanity in an effort to save the world. You do in fact find another one of these audio tapes that says, "It's done. It's taken years, but finally the facility is complete. The Institute, they'll never find me here. Not even their coursers can track me this far west. I can continue my work in peace. The resources are limited. I could only escape with a few samples of this Zayton evolutionary disease, and without it, my plans will never survive. My experiments will never survive. Need to find or replicate more. Perhaps I can create an incubator of sorts. It will take time, but I think it can be done. And for humanity's sake, I hope I'm right." and you find the legend of Dr. Elliot, this institute doctor who went rogue and built this facility far off in the Rocky Mountains for ungodly and unholy purposes. You also find, interestingly enough, some controls for the clean room, the lab bay. What did I say? Test bay, lab bay, test bay. Yeah, you find some controls in there. You find that there is a controls for a sanitation system, a security system, and also some documents about experiments which are, according to the timestamp, about to get going underway at any moment. And you see that there are some notes from this Dr. Elliot talking about a new crop of quote unquote volunteers. And at this, Ash looks at the note and looks at the names and looks at the descriptions of the captives of these volunteers and says, "That's them. That's these what are they called? These coyotes from these from Kansas.
You son of a bitch!
These are the ones I was sent to find. They're here. And if this is right, that means that they're still alive. We've got a chance. We might still have a chance."
Yes. I think you all heard the audio tape, correct? I think we can all agree that this man was pants shittingly crazy.
Yep.
Whoa.
I'm going to need us to I start rifling through the desks and stuff. I'm looking for like security badges.
Okay, sure. I really, really like that. Very clever. Clever girl. Give me why don't whoever
I'm gonna vocalize this to everybody. I'm gonna say everybody, you need to I need security badges. We need to find some. I'm going to turn the security system on.
I'll help him look.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say whoever's got the best survival rating can give it a look, and one person can assist with 1d20 as well.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do this. I was just going to like start mad priesting it.
Sure.
I'm not the survival guy.
I'm not great, but here's my
Well, what's your target number? Because my survival and what perception is a 10 target.
5.
Ooh, yeah, Johnny's not the guy.
mine's 6.
I'm not the guy.
My survival.
Okay, I guess I am the guy.
Okay, so Yuri, why don't you do the roll, and Rifleman, you roll 1d20 on it as well.
Here's Rifleman's little help.
Hey,
Rifleman helps. Yay!
Two successes, absolutely. Yeah, you were able to find some like just on like one of these desks. You find like the security sort of area, and you find a security badge as well. Yuri, while you're in this sort of security area, you see something that strikes you as bizarrely fucking odd, because
just one thing,
on top of all
not this whole thing.
You see weapons that are it's different because yours was broken half and later repaired, but you see Sherlock Holmes's, a whole security cabinet worth of Sherlock Holmes's.
Do I see a big version of Sherlock Holmes?
You know what?
Yeah.
You don't, but what you do find is you don't find that, but you do find in this security cabinet, it looks like, this weapon it's weird, right? It's unlike this laser pistol that you have.
Give me a weird weapon.
Yeah. It's unlike any, laser pistol that you've encountered in the world before, because, meta-wise, yes, folks, we have now just learned that Sherlock Holmes is in fact an Institute laser rifle, or laser pistol. But you find like it's like a mod basically that you put on it, and you look at the at sort of the name of this thing. It looks like it's like a overcharged capacitor, and you look at it and it says the Dr. Watts' son damage booster.
You motherfucker.
Sherlock Holmes, damn it, Watts, W-A, like
yeah. You're very clever. Yeah. We got there.
Yeah. Okay. So you take this and you
Watts as in Watts.
Watts as in Watts. Yeah. You attach this onto Sherlock Holmes, and you are now going to do 2 extra damage die every time you throw math rocks with Sherlock Holmes for the remainder of the game. I'm gonna
go ahead and just add that.
Yeah. Absolutely. As you start to move forward, you look down and Ash.
Oh, I'm obviously going to turn the security system on.
Okay, sure. Yeah. You turn the security system on, and as you do, you hear the telltale sound of Fallout turrets kicking on, and then you now have access to the security system, and as such, you do get a read on what's inside that room at the moment through sort of the turret back end. You can see that there are a number of life forms in there, some of which are moving around, and some appear to be stationary. We'll say, just for the mechanics of the game, were you to enter into that room, these turrets will not target you.
Okay.
Hey, security badges, baby.
Yeah.
Baby boy.
So, with that, you start heading your way out and back into the hallway. What do you want to do?
Johnny, what do you got anything for this? What do you think?
What's your gut telling you, Johnny? Johnny, what's your gut telling you here?
I don't rightly know what the hell to make of this. I'll tell you what.
You've lived underground for most of your life. Do you have any insight on how we should proceed?
I say we poke around till we find something interesting.
All right. That was a dad quiz moment for Yuri,
Dad quiz.
for Yuri and Johnny. What do you think we should do?
Like, why
Smooth
don't-
skin, son.
Yeah, no, you got it. Yeah, we will. For the sake of that, we'll say you continue to plod your way forward, and you make your way to this large pane of glass, and you can now see for the first time, looking into this test bay area. And the little shop of horrors just continues in here, as for the sake of just a battle map that I was able to find, which I like. And I see someone else in the chat says that they recognize this battle map from using their campaign too. So great minds think alike. For the sake of this map, though, we'll pretend that any of these computer desks in this large white area that you're all standing in front of are in fact medical bays. They are sterile, nasty, looking freezing cold metal bays. And there are about half a dozen looking wastelanders who have been stripped naked and tied onto these beds. They are covered because this is a 14A program. Their private parts are covered with
Their bathing suit areas are covered
with a cloth of some sort. But in fact, you do see that they are strapped down to these stainless steel exam tables, and they're hooked up to all manner of advanced scientific equipment. Again, unlike anything you folks have ever encountered. Some of it is glowing with this green, weird emerald sort of look. As you also see a number of sort of these pod-like sort of chambers, almost like a Protectron pod, like you'd see in a Fallout game that open up, but you can't see what's inside when they're glowing with this weird fucking green again. And on top of that, you see something that really strikes you as fucking bizarre, and it's a set of power armor.
Ooh.
But it's not like any power armor you've seen. It's to use a very apt, it appears alien in design, or at least like influences of something that you don't recognize. It looks like it was maybe an old set of T-45 that's been reworked with all this weird biology and weird sort of look to it. And on top of that, you see that there is a short, slender man working away furiously on this set of power armor, and he looks up at you through the glass. Interlopers, do you realize what you've done? My work, the Zed, was meant to save humanity. Undo the radiation, undo the damage to the world, and because of you, my hybrids have destroyed, killed my experiments. The key to our evolution destroyed. What do you have to say for yourself, you villains?
Dr.
Okay.
Elliot, I presume.
You'd be correct. You Ooh, what are you? How do you know? How do you know my name?
I'm the super advanced ghoul that you've been looking for. The Institute has sent me.
Oh, nice.
Okay, roll confusion. Roll. Yeah, fuck it. Roll speech. So you are a ghoul. So
I'm super bad at this.
yeah, you're not great at this, pal. So yeah, it's going to be a fuck it. We're just gonna swing for the fucking fences. This is gonna be a difficulty. Fuck it. This is a difficulty 5. This is as hard as it gets.
Buy some dice, buddy.
How would I even? I don't think that I could even. All right, fuck it. I'm rolling speech.
I mean, a couple of crits, a couple of bot action points. Who knows? But
Buy some dice.
Buy some dice. At my count, I believe you have 3 action points left.
Okay, I'll buy an extra dice.
Okay.
I mean, I'll swing for the fences.
Might as well.
Plus 1 dice. Okay.
Roll it, baby.
Okay, here goes my real bad speech.
Difficulty 5.
Oh my
God! That's a crit
Oh,
success. That's
wow.
1 crit success.
You were on. You were on
target
the way.
number was 5. I got a 1, 7, and an 8.
That's
I could have
actually-
made it. I
That's
could have
actually
made it.
pretty
Fuck.
fucking good, dude. But unfortunately, not so much. He takes this in for a second, but then he's just like, what? No, Institute Ghoul. You imbecile! You short-sighted fool! Trying to this. My incubator is nearly complete, and with it, I will use this armor to turn my Zed upon the world. The Zatans, they gave us this gift. I will use this incubator to spread it to every corner of the wasteland, and finally, mankind will know peace as he steps into this weird, like, imagine like a Hellfire power armor thing, glowing green, and as it snaps in with the whole situation, it's got these 3 tubes going off to these weird vat chambers in the back. And as he does this, from the back of the room, another door opens, and from it emerges 3 honest to God, honest to goodness. It's like you're reading something out of Hubris Comics. 3 gangly, large-headed, oval-eyed, green-skinned motherfucking aliens.
Welcome.
Aliens.
As we cue the fight music.
Aliens. Oh my god. Okay.
Aliens, I say, Dr. Elliot, and 3 nasty-ass Zatans have appeared from this room. On top of that, from the other side, you see a massive, what appears to be like what was a super mutant at one point in time. Now with sort of tubes and wires and all kinds of nastiness. It's got like a chest piece on it, Iron Man style, that's like pumping this green goop all through its body, and its eyes are glowing. And it comes from the other side here as the hulking Zed has emerged, along with Dr. Elliot at the back of the room, and these 3 Zatans from the corner. And with that, the doctor is going to get the first jump because he's initiating combat, and he fires up. And as he looks at you, you can see that the eyes of this power armor suit slide back and reveal his actual eyes, which are glowing green now. And as they do, they glow brighter and brighter and brighter, and a no shit energy beam eye lasers comes flying at you all through the glass of the window. And he rolls it, and he gets 1 success, target number of a 6. So it blasts through the wall and through this whole nasty ass situation, and a whole bunch of damage dice comes flying at the gang.
At 10. Oh,
10
Jesus.
damage
Oh, God.
gets spread around to everybody. So go ahead and calculate your damages on that. What's everyone's armor resistance?
Depends on where it's hitting. Are we gonna say like chest?
We'll say it's your highest point of armor. This will hit, just to make it fun
2
and
energy resistance on
Yeah,
the torso.
2 for me as well.
Okay, and so it's gonna be two around the board. So everyone's gonna take 8 points
Holy
of damage.
farts.
Everyone's gonna take 8 points of damage. Ouch.
Holy farts.
It's not good. Yeah, Johnny, Johnny, you're not looking so great. Yuri, you're also sort of just hanging on there. Oh yeah, sorry, everybody was at 0 before. So yeah, everybody just took 2 points of damage.
Oh, just 2 or 8?
Sorry, 8 points of damage is what you took. To be fair, he doesn't have a lot of those in him. So it is now top of the order proper. The glass of this room has now been broken directly in front of you. So this wall that you're all standing in front of is now non-existent, essentially. What do you want to do, Rifleman?
Send a letter to my maker and glue
Sure.
my pants a little.
No, he's the
Okay.
pants shooting crazy one.
Yeah. Okay, so these aliens, do they have any obvious weak spots that I can tell?
Is there a glowing red eye somewhere?
Glowing
Is
little
there-
throat
No.
nugget or
No, there is not. But
a
you
hose somewhere?
No, but you do see that. Funny you mentioned hose. You do see that each of them are connected, much like Dr. What's his name is, to these 3 vats. Each one of them is connected to these vats at the back of the room. You know, imagine there's 1, 2, 3 back there. You will also have noticed that when he powered up his eye lasers, they also glowed at the same level of frequency as his eyes got brighter. They got brighter with the same intensity, and they are all connected to these 3 giant vats at the back of the room.
Well,
I'm
we've
gonna
all played World of Warcraft. I think we know what we need to do here.
I'm shooting at a vat with my rifle, please.
Okay, sure. Why don't you? It is a target regular standard damage to hit of just 1. So yeah, give me a roll.
I feel like shooting at a vat is the cheapskate move, but okay, successes 2.
Okay, so you're going to generate an action point to the pool. You now have 4.
That's fun.
Roll me some damage.
Yep, here's just a couple of dice. This rifle is a bit crazy. Piercing 1, 8 damage in total.
Piercing 1, 8 damage in total. Not
Yes,
too
sir.
shabby, actually. Okay, so you're going to do. We'll just give you a game. Fuck it, we're this late in the game. It's damage resistance of 2. These things have. They're a little bit armored.
Yep.
But they're but that hit, and that hit for a lot of damage. So 2 of it comes off the top, but 1 of it's piercing. So we'll just say 1 of it comes off the top. So you actually deal 7 damage to this thing.
Okay.
That's a lot. It cracks. Like you hit like the glass part of where sort of this tank and this vat is, and you see it start to spider web all across. And as you do, Elliot, his eyes snap back in place, and he looks back and says, "You." And now his voice is like this mechanical, and like where it was before weird and creepy, it's now like deep into you interloper.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
You've solved my vat puzzle, and you take a shot, yeah, it's not destroyed, but it is in bad shape.
That's it for Rifleman.
Okay, cool. It's now going to go to Ash, who jumps through the window, and because we just can't stop with the one-liners, he jumps through the window and pulls up his shotgun and points it and says, "Hey aliens, this is my kaboom stick," and
Nice.
takes
There
there it is, yeah, and he takes a shot at one of the Zayton aliens, and he double 7s with a hit, which ain't not half bad. And he fires off his whopping 8 damage die,
Jesus Christ.
dealing 8 damage,
8 damage.
to one of these Zaytons. He's not looking great. Let me just say that.
Great.
They're not great.
But neither are you guys. And remember, you did get some healing items, which may not be the worst thing to use. And I will say, just as a party, you have a pool of Nuka-Cola, Fancy Lad snack cakes, and a stim pack. So if anybody wants to use any of those at any time, let me know, and I will drop it in your inventory.
Dodger.
But that was Ash with his kaboom stick. Let off a shot. The closest Zayton or Zayton number 1 got a hit on that one. That's going to bring it to Johnny Bottlecap. Johnny, buddy, what's the move?
Oh, buddy. So there were multiple of these vats.
There are 3 in total. Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to take aim at one of these other vats then that haven't been shot.
One of the
at.
other ones, sure. Okay, we'll say Grant shot the one in the middle. Johnny, you'll be shooting at the one. Fuck it, on the left.
On the left, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna use my combat rifle for this.
Okay.
One.
Any action points, Bot? You have 4 in the pool. Actually, 4 in the pool.
No, I'm all good. I'm gonna
Okay.
go straight up.
Straight up, bartender, hit me.
Straight up.
Oh,
That's
baby
fucking
boy.
huge. I don't know what
Good night, vat.
what is the statistical percentage of 2 natty ones? Someone let me know in the chat.
20 times 20.
It's a
Tiny.
lot. It's tiny. So why don't you shits and giggles? What we're gonna do, because I fucking love how this just worked. Roll damage and then roll damage again.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
We're going old school D&D double damage rules on this crit of 5 damage, not bad. And Shooter McGavin again.
And a 4.
Okay, so that's 9 damage. These things do have a decent amount of armor, so that's going to do 7 damage to. So both the one in the center and the one on the left now have 7 damage done to them. That's pretty damn good, guys. Anything else on the Johnny Bottlecap side of things?
Can I spend APs to take another shot?
Absolutely, you can spend another 2
Okay.
AP to take another shot, buddy.
I'm gonna do it.
It's 1 out of 400 is the odds apparently.
And he rolls 2
Oh.
more crits.
What? 2 more crit. That's
Wow.
incredible.
Okay.
Johnny is on
That's-
fire.
Okay,
right
George Keith just dropped a math bomb on us in the chat with 1 out of 400 was the odds of rolling double
Fuck me.
natural ones.
Yes,
Johnny, holy fuck.
I'm not trying to steal George's thunder. I did say 20 times 20.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear you.
Well, no one was listening to you.
Well, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Second roll is great, Johnny. You hit that with a damage, a fucking massive damage again of 6. 2 of that's reduced. What did I say? It was 7 damage before. That's 4 damage done. Yeah, but
Yes.
fuck it. Two crits. Fucking metagame. They have 12 hit points each. Fuck it. You're 1 hit point off. You shatter this thing. 4 critical hit rolls in a roll. This thing explodes, and as it does, this green goop just sprays into the air and it leaks out into the floor into like this drainage sort of grates on there. And as it does, one of the Zaytons just like drops like it was fucking like a fucking sack of hammers, just like knees go weak, just fully like bam. Fallout 3 ragdoll physics just drops. It is dead and gone. And the tube that was connected from Elliot's power armor incubator suit to this one is severed, and again just like spraying goop all over the place. And as it does, he screams out in physical pain and agony. Anything else, Johnny Bottlecap? You want to throw any more crits into the fucking mix or what?
Any
No,
more double crits for you, Johnny?
I think that's good for 1 turn.
I think you might be right, buddy. Yeah, very good. That's gonna bring it to Yuri. Andropov, what's the move, pal?
Yeah, can't really follow that.
You can try.
I can try. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm going to root through my leather messenger bag real quick and just go, "Oh, I only have 1 of these, but I hope this works." And I'm going to. How many action points do we have since Johnny just made all of them?
Yeah, so you had 2, you had 4 spent, 2 for an extra shot, and then got a bunch of crits. So I'll just say you're back up to 4.
Okay, how many? If I buy 1 extra dice, it's 2.
Nope, just 1. One extra AP for your first dice, and then 2 for your second. So if you want to throw 4 dice, then you have to pay 3 action points.
You know what? Fuck it. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to buy 2 extra dice.
And what are you shooting? Right now I see you're targeting a Zayton alien.
I am, and I'm gonna whip. I'm gonna target the Zeta alien in the middle, and I'm gonna whip my nuker grenade in there.
I'm sorry, what?
My Nuka grenade?
And where did you acquire this?
It's in my inventory. I has it.
That
Says Nuka
movement-
grenade.
Okay, hold on 1 second. This was what you fashioned for the season finale for the when you strapped all those energy cells together and created into like an energy grenade. So I'm gonna put down the banhammer on you just having another randomly spawned.
Okay, I just saw it in my inventory,
No,
so I
that's
was
fair.
gonna use it.
That's fair. That's fair. But yes, but timeline wise, you would it's we're non-canonical. I'm gonna have to pull you back on that one. As cool as that would be, unless you can give me a reason how you would again fashion one that's entirely different from the way you made.
No,
it.
I have a frag mine, but I don't think it works that I can whip it that far. So
You could try. I don't see why you couldn't try.
I could shoot it even if it doesn't go off.
you know what? I'm just gonna whip the frag mine from the
Okay.
Yaogwai
Okay.
incident that I'm still
Yes.
carrying.
I will give you that canonically. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna whip the frag mine in there at the Zeta alien. I'll re-roll my dice.
Okay.
Frag mine.
The reroll might not be bad in this case because
Oh my god, it's
That's
so
a
much
lot.
better.
That's a lot better. Yeah, you
Whoa!
do. You whip this thing, and you throw it.
I fucking frisbee discus it just through the window.
110%. Yeah, you do just that. I'm gonna draw a little landmine there. That's the X. That looks a little too much like a swastika, so I'm going to undo that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
Just
it's
make
a circle.
circle.
It's a circle. It's a circle. Whoops.
Whoopsie! Don't do that.
Nope,
do anything else.
Not even 100%. We have dropped our sponsorship with Kanye West, and yeah. So we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna leave that right there.
Wait,
So
is
that
he
is.
sponsoring us?
I sure fucking hope not.
No,
that
he's
is-
super not.
that is the landmine right there. Yeah, you do that for your major action. You spend a lot of action points to do it, but you get it done, and you get it there. You get that thing where it needs to be. Anything else you want to do?
That was my major action. So for my minor action, actually, I'm gonna back up out of the way of this window.
Okay.
Like not as far. I'm gonna get way back though.
Okay.
So I'm not like in the line of sight of this thing.
You should tokens should be unlocked. Can you move your character? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you
okay.
can do, you
And
can do
then
just that.
I'm going to hunker down on my knees and just as a free action say on my knee and say like, I'm going to have to patch myself up.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, are you going to use one of the medical items?
Use that stim pack.
Actually, I'm gonna chomp, yum on some mole rat meat. It says I have some in my inventory.
You know what? I'll give you because we got the you use what you got from this. Yeah, 'cause I think again that's from the first season there. So I don't know if you actually have
We got
those.
some
or
like
not.
sugar
All right,
don't
sure,
we?
yeah. I'll yum on some whatever has radiation in it.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing the Fancy Lad snack cakes have a point of radiation in it. So yeah, I'll say it gives you a little extra boost there. So where it normally heals 3, it's fudging the radiation rules a little bit, but I don't care because it's way cooler to do it this way. You heal 4 hit points.
Awesome, yum. I chow down on that.
You're looking good, buddy. You're looking good. Yeah. So that is now going to go to one of these Zetan aliens here. Or actually, one of them is dead. So I need to delete him from the. One of them died when his tank exploded. But the other one is going to. You know what? Let's eeny meeny miny mow it. I'll roll a d6 because there's 3 targets in range. 1 and 2 will be Johnny. 3 and 4 will be Ash, and 5 and 6 will be Rifleman. That's going to be Johnny. He's going to get a shot coming at you with this Zetan alien dude whips out what is a full-on alien, like looks like retro 50s laser blaster and takes a shot. And as he does, it hits you, Johnny, and it's going to do 5 points of energy damage. Is your armor energy resistance as well?
Let's find out. Yes, energy resistance, double 2 points.
Okay, so you're only going to take 3 points of damage in that case, and I will log that on the combat tracker, Mr. Mr. Bottle Cap. So you are you're not doing great. You're at what is it? You got 11 points of damage on you now, but you have a lot of hit points for some reason. You're a big beefy boy. So you're still doing all right. Another one of these Zaytons is going to do the same thing. This time I'm gonna have him shoot at Ash actually, and he takes a shot and misses and goes wide. That is going to bring it up to Dr. Elliot, who is going to take a movement towards you folks. There's not much else he can do. He can get within sort of smashing range for next time. Oops, this Fantasy Grounds is fucking up on me. He can get close. He gets up to like one of these experiment tables and starts to use it as a little bit of cover. So it might be a little bit harder to hit. And then this massive super mutant monstrosity also gets a little bit closer. It's going to be within smashing range next time, and you do not want this thing in smashing range. So that's going to bring it to the top of the order, which is Rifleman. What do you do, pal?
It is. So no one shot this frag mine yet, right? It didn't go off?
Correctamundo. They did not go off, and they did not move.
I'm shooting the frag mine if nobody minds.
Nobody minds?
Nobody minds.
I'm gonna buy an action point because I'm a sucker for punishment.
Yep, please do.
Powerful scope hunting rifle. Let's shoot a gun at some things. Oh, I missed the what's it called? Thing with the dice tray.
Oh yeah, dice tray.
It doesn't count rolls when it's not a
no,
dice tray.
but you can do from your character sheet, even if you're not choosing a target, you can still hit like small guns and it'll do a
sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll say it's difficulty 1 because fuck it, who cares? And you get 3 successes, so it doesn't matter.
How's 3 successes? Is that enough to hit the mine?
I don't remember. Is that a lot?
That's
is that a lot?
Pretty good. Yeah, you do 8 damage to the mine.
3 piercing, 8 damage to the high explosive object.
Yeah. You know what? I'll say the mines normally do 6 damage die. So we'll just take your 8 roll there and just go with that because I'm lazy, and that's fine. So yeah, the damage you deal to the mine is the damage the mine deals, and
Done.
it does
Done.
do that to these Zaytons, and that's not going to be great for them. I need to remind myself of how much resistances and things they have. They have 1 physical resistance, so they're each going to take 7 points of damage. That's going to nuke the one that you'd already shot, and then the other is not looking great. He's just slightly over half of his hit points are down as well. And I'll say I'll retcon say his minor action. He moved. Actually, no, fuck it. I didn't do it then. I won't do it now. He's still standing right there where this thing exploded, and it is now.
Probably bad.
Yeah, you're not done if you don't want to be. You still have a minor
Probably
action.
bad for any other goopy tanks back there, if any still remain.
Oh, there's a thought. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead. Thank you. That's a good call. Right where that is.
You're welcome.
That's the tank on the right, which hasn't been hit yet. I will say, sure, why the fuck not? It was in range. It does have that damage resistance of 2, so it is now taken 6 damage. So one is on 6 damage, the other is on 7. So they're not looking great. Anything else you want to do, Rifleman?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back here because Rifleman doesn't like fisticuffs with super mutants and power armor too much. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. No, that all tracks.
Could I feel like I could probably get down to like here-ish. Is that fair? Just down the hallway a little away from this smashed up window we're looking through?
Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, if you want to get sort of away from smashing range next turn, then you can definitely move.
You want to get away from Dr. Smashenstein over there?
Yeah, if you if you want to do that, then you are gonna have to move over there, but it is gonna put you out of line of sight.
Yeah, I can't see anyone right now, but that's fine. Yeah, all right, I'll stop my turn there, catch my breath.
Okay, cool. It's going to be Ash's turn next. He's going to look at this massive hulking Zed coming at him, and he's going to take a shot with the kaboom stick, and he's going to shoot, and he's going to
Ash,
miss.
it was great knowing you, buddy.
He's going to miss. He's going to miss big time, and he's going to pull out his Ripper and look at this thing in the face and the Binford 3000 and just say, buddy, you got real ugly, and get ready for whatever may come his way. That is going to bring it to Johnny Bottlecap. What's up, buddy?
So we got two tanks left.
2 tanks left, neither of which are looking particularly good.
All right, I'm gonna take a shot at whichever one has more damage incurred.
Okay, that's the one straight up to the center mass, right dead ahead of you.
Mass. Here we go.
Hey,
Oh,
buddy.
crit. Fucking crit
Okay.
city over here.
this
Here
guy.
we
Okay,
go.
2 more action points to your pool. I believe that puts you at 5, and roll damage.
4
Okay.
damage.
Okay, pretty good. You do some damage. It does have a high damage resistance, so it's you don't have like piercing or anything on this bad boy. So yeah, it's going to just do 2 out of that 4 damage is going to get through. If you want, I will allow a retroactive boost of your fire rate if you want to do more damage.
Yeah, let's do
Roll
that.
more damage,
I'll
like,
roll
it's-
damage again.
Because it's
Or how many-
is it fire rate of 2? I think your combat
Yeah,
rate.
it's a fire rate of 2.
Okay, so roll 2 more damage die, and anything you get will get tacked on to the tank.
Actually, hold on. This says I got a fire rate of 4 with my combat.
Oh yeah, because you modded the fuck out of it when you were in
Sure did.
Boulder City. Okay, okay, yes. Because we're not actually keeping track of ammo and stuff for this one shot, I'll say that you can jack up the damage on this one again, but it'll be the last time you get to improve your fire rate for
All
the
right,
one
let's
shot.
do it.
Cool. Roll me 4. Oh, we'll just take the top 4. Okay, yeah, we'll just say you did another 4 on top, and yeah, that'll go through, baby. That with that damage resistance now passed and smashing through. It only had 2 more hit points left to go, so you're in the clear. This last one you hit it. And it explodes as well, and again, goop goes everywhere, and it leaks through into the ground. And then, but the Zayton that it was connected to is the one that's already dead. So there's still the one hanging up next to his vat on the right hand side. There. Anything else from yourself, Jonathan Bottlecap?
That will be it.
John C. Bottle Cap.
John C. Bottlecap. That's going to bring it then to Yuri, everyone's favorite ghoul of the Heart of Gold. What's the deal, pal?
Ghoul with the Heart of Gold. Yeah, I don't love that fucking Dr. Smashenstein and his buddy fucking are coming my way.
They're close.
I'm going to back up.
Okay.
And I'm going to prepare an action.
Okay.
I'm going to prepare my brand new Super Buck Wild Targeting Institute laser rifle pistol for the first baddie that walks or that comes through that I get a shot on.
Okay.
I'm going to pop him, and I'm going to shout out as a free action. It's like, both of you get back. You cannot go toe to toe with them. And I'll end my turn on that. I took a minor action, prepared my major action to shoot, and
Okay.
that was it.
Okay, well then it's going to bring it to the Zayton, who's going to target, we'll say targets Johnny, because he's there, makes a roll, and he's going to hit. He's going to hit Johnny for no damage because your armor blocks it all. So not too shabby. But you know what? Because we're nearing the end here, I'm just going to spend some of the action points I have and make him attack again.
Uh-oh.
And he hits again.
Uh-oh.
And he rolls again for dealing another 4
Ah,
damage
man.
to Johnny Bottlecap, who's
Blast
still doing okay.
Woof.
With you're not even you think you've just passed like your halfway point because you have fucking tanky hit points at 24. But you have got 15 total points of damage now, which isn't great. But that's going to be back to Dr. Smashenstein, as we're now calling him, who charges up to Ash because Johnny just took enough of a beating, and is going to hit him with his aptly named bash attack, which hits for
Oof.
8
Oh, wait.
damage.
Is
What?
he in line of sight now? Does that
He
trigger?
is. I will say he is in line of sight. Absolutely.
Resolve this.
Okay, we shall. Hit me. Ash is going to take some damage. He's going to take, what was that? 8 damage. And he's got, what resistance is... Oh, actually, he's got very good resistance. He's only going to take 5 of that damage all the way through. And then, give me a shot on Dr. Elliot.
Okay. And I have a fire rate on this thing of 4. So do I have to do that beforehand?
Yes. No. So you roll the attack and then roll damage.
Okay. Rolling the attack.
Well, that looks good. That's
Two
good.
successes, two
So
hits.
generate another action point. Very well done. Roll me some. So if you want to max the damage on this now, so you'd be rolling 7 damage dice, I think. So roll your regular damage plus 4.
Well, the regular damage got bumped up to 5, but now I have Laser Commander, so that's 6 damage dice.
Okay.
And now I can
so
spend
you're gonna juice it up.
4.
You're gonna juice it up to 10. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yes, we
Oh
are.
my
It's
God,
the one
okay.
shot. Let's do it. Plus 4.
Roll it.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. Oh man.
Okay, I mean, could have been better, but you do activate the burst damage, so you can actually do this. We'll say you do this damage to both the hulking Zed and to Dr. Elliot. Now, Dr. Elliot is, and this is the first time, canonically or not, that we've encountered anything in power armor.
Yeah.
In this game, you hit him. What? This is the left leg. Yeah. So thankfully, so all this energy damage goes right through. This thing is built. It's built for. It's not built for taking this. Let's just put it that way. Whatever the Zayton physiology, metallurgy that's impacted with this thing seems to react pretty nastily to laser weapons. And yeah, it all goes through. He's a tough motherfucker though. So I mean, you do 5 damage to both of these things, and they don't appear to be very giving.
They're fine with it.
Of it, yeah. The hulking Zed more so than the other guy, that's for sure. His energy damage resistance is neither, and he's significantly weaker. But that is going to bring it now to the hulking Zed's turn, who's going to run up to Johnny, and he's going to he's going to charge into combat with him and hit once. And he's going to, hit you. And he's actually going to knock you back, Johnny. He's going to deal 2 damage to you. And he's going to knock you out of melee range. But you are stunned from the charge effect. You just power bashed right into you. So to have a major action on your next turn, you'll have to spend any action points to take it. But that does bring us to this next turn, what could be coming near the end. We've got one of the vats left standing, and we've got some damage dealt. It is now Rifleman. What's the move, my friend?
Yeah, so called headshot to hulking Zed.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy 1 happy little action dice.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot it with my hunting rifles.
Please do.
That's gonna be
that'll do it.
5 successes.
That'll do
That's,
it.
that's a lot of crits. That's a
That's
spicy meatball.
That's a
lot of
spicy
successes.
meatball.
Yeah.
6 piercing, 7 damage in total.
Oh my.
So your damage
God.
resistance can go right here.
Yeah, it's all gone.
Oops,
So
all
wait, so
all
that's-
piercing.
Oops, all piercing. I like that a lot. You called headshot to this thing. It does a really good job. Again, it's got like 2 hit points left. I don't care. It's dead. Because you double critted and did 6 points of piercing damage. Like this thing's head is just gone. It charges into Johnny and smashes him across the room, and as it like comes up to let out a challenging like roar, your fucking 308 just like goes through each side, and it just like falls backwards and like hits the ground in the steel like a ton of bricks and makes like a crazy clanging nasty sound as the hulking Zed has been destroyed. Says the Silver Shroud. I just realized I haven't been doing anything in Silver Shroud character this entire game, so I figured I might as well. That brings it to, do you want to do anything else? The way is now clear. You have a minor action. You could get up and get within shooting range again through the window into the lab.
So I sort of feel like I'm close enough that I can almost see Dr. Elliot, but not quite. So I'm going to move up just a little bit so I'm
Okay.
closer to Johnny. I'll check on Johnny real quick, and then that's the end of my turn.
Okay, not gonna spend any action points. We're just gonna have him in view. I'll say that you're within view to shoot at pretty much anything of hostility, whether it be the aliens, the tank, or Dr. Elliot from where you are now.
I don't mind it. It's a bolt action rifle with a fire rate 0. I'm sure mechanistically I might be able to spend an action point, but like that's not my thing.
You're good. Cool. Sounds like a plan. There we go. Okay, so that's going to bring it back to Ash, who's going to take the Binford 3000 and swing it into Dr. Elliot here, which I can target him. Yes, there we go. Swing the Binford 3000 Chainsaw Ripper. It hits with a critical hit.
Oh my god, the crits in this episode.
The crits in this episode are nuts. 8 damage to his right arm.
Right arm.
Injury.
Now,
Right arm.
power armor is I mean that's pretty good. A lot of it gets blocked, but more of it goes through, which is not too half bad. Dr. Elliott's creeping up on bloodied now for his damage. That's going to be Ash's turn, bringing it to Johnny Bottlecap. Johnny, what do you want to do, pal? You got the doctor in front of you. You got you got the vat, and you've got the last Zayton alien connected to said vat.
I want to. Well, I'm gonna have to unstun myself.
Yes.
And
Unfuck yourself a little bit. Yep.
I'm gonna spend the action points to take another major action.
Okay.
And I take a shot at the good doctor with my double barrel shotgun.
Okay. Make it happen, Captain.
Here we go, baby boy.
More crits, more successes. Okay, that's pretty great. Action point.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Have you had to roll this was it a crit?
Vicious
and spread, and you shot him in the torso. Okay, that's not so great for his power armoredness, but the viciousness of your shot is going to help. So I need to do some quick math. His damage reduction is significant, but you're going to still do through, because that's double damage for the 2, so that's 6. You're going to do 2 more damage onto him there. Anything else you would like to do? He's still kicking.
How many action points we have in the bank?
You've got 3, so you can spend another 2 to make an action to do a shot or something to that effect. I mean, we're kind of in shooting town.
Let's spend 2 to shoot again.
Okay, at the good doctor.
Same guy.
Okay,
going again.
That's a hit. Well done. Roll some damage.
Not bad.
Okay, pretty good. So similar again. So this time you're only going to do with that damage reduction, though. Unfortunately, that does hit him in the torso again. Is only just going to chip a little bit away at that stone. Just do 1 damage, sadly. But he's not looking good. He's bloodied now. He's at his halfway point. Yuri, what is up? The good doctor is within smashing range. There's 1 vat left and 1 Zayton as well. What do you want to do?
I'm going to first call out to Dr. Elliot. Say, Elliot, you are a scientist, yes?
Yes. I mean, yes.
Did you know that a blue laser hurts more than a red laser? Then I'm going to shoot him.
Okay, shoot him a bunch.
Because hurts.
Oh, hurts. ATRT.
Blue laser hurts
Wow.
more than a red laser.
Wow. Okay, well done. Fire away.
Okay.
Hit me with your best shot.
Oh, no, that's just damage. I fucked it all the way up. Hold on.
Oop.
I was so stoked about my stupid joke.
Easy.
Okay, so how much did you do there? Okay, yeah.
No. I. Oh, yeah, baby boy! Crit success.
Wow.
Nice.
My stupid line worked.
Okay. So
and
you hit.
Now I'm gonna pump. I am gonna pump him with my advanced fire rate.
So, you're gonna do the. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Hey!
Wow. He is hanging on by like just an absolute thread. He's got mechanically only a couple of hit points left. Do you want to attack again?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay, it's gonna tap you out. It's
fuck
exactly
it.
0 action points. With
That's
another
another crit.
critical hit.
That's another crit.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay. As the doctor in his like weird power armor suit comes up, sort of just he's about to just like two fists like clobber smash Ash over the head. You drop your very, very funny hurts joke and charge this thing up and just like it's like a Gatling laser at this point, just like pumping these blue beams of energy into this power armor suit that is very susceptible, particularly to this type of energy blast. And just like it starts to just like first like reflect and refractor off this weird alien power armor, and then it starts to like go straight through, and like you're just like laser like beams of light are like punching holes in this metal, and it's merged with biological physiology nastiness, and it's zapping through, and it just keeps going, and then finally he just lets out in a massive scream, "My research!" and just like explodes in this blue flash of your energy weapon, just disintegrating him. And as he does, this like energy trail comes back through the tube connected to him to the last vat in this room, and like the blue kinetic energy laserness goes into the vat, and it explodes, and the Zayton drops and dies, and you have solved my weird alien doctor puzzle.
Well, that got pretty heated, don't you think?
Oh, you're so funny.
I see what you did there. And as this vat explodes, as it would be in any, video game and or one-shot lab, that this lab cannot exist canonically in our storyline in any way, shape, or form, it begins to shake. The destruction of these vats has triggered some sort of, collision collapse fucking thank you, auto-destruct sequence. Picard 0000 Alpha 1 as it starts to.
Yeah, great code,
Yeah,
Picard. It's mostly zeros and a 1.
Who came up
And
with
an
that
alpha
one?
and an A1?
Yeah, okay, well done. You came up with that one, Jordy. Oh well. Either way, it starts shaking. The whole place starts coming apart, and like lightning, like clockwork, you all begin to unstrap these delirious and drugged out patients as you pull them out of this lab and begin heading back out through the entryway. The walls, everything in this cavern are now shaking, and dust is falling from the roof, and the classic weird mine shaft dust trails that are falling, and you can hear explosions from down behind you. As the blast doors, bend and tweak and shape, you can hear whatever machinations were going on inside this lab start to come apart at the seams. And you make your way out into the cabin, and as you are getting, kind of like pulling the last of the survivors out, a big plume of smoke and dust and ash and this heat just knocks you all back on the floor of the cabin, which we find you all back in now, which I will bring up the map to that because it's a very cute little scene. As you all now find yourselves with Ash and these few settlers, few survivors outside the cabin. The wind once again rustling through the trees, and it's now almost morning time. You can see that the sun is beginning to peak, and it had taken some time, longer than you thought, to clear out this whole mess and schlemiel situation that you've got here. And once topside, Ash and starts talking to these coyotes and these settlers, and starts to look to the three of you and says, "Yuri, Grant, and Johnny, I gotta say, I've never been one to trust vault dwellers, but I think you might have just changed my mind, son. As he sticks out his hand to shake into yours. He gives you a shake and he looks at the three of you and says, "This has been one for the books. I gotta say, I've heard of more alcoholically inclined or more wild wastelanders talk about these Zatans in the past, and I've read a few hubris comic books that had them in them, but I gotta say, I never thought that any of it would be real. Did any of that make any sense to any of you?"
I'm gonna fuck with him a bit and say,
What aliens?
He just looks back and says, "Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know if anyone would believe this even if we told them." The coyotes, the settlers, seem to be putting their shit back together, and their what little scraps of clothing they could grab when they were on their way out of the lab, and say, "Oh my God, I can't thank you all enough for helping us out of there. I think you're right. Mister. I don't know what that was, and I don't know if anyone would believe us even if we tried, but we'll spread the word. I don't think anyone should ever try to come out here ever again if they can. Whatever was down there, it should probably stay down there." You all begin to pack up what bits of your sanity remain after this bizarre adventure. And you say your farewells to Ash as he takes his Binford 3000 in his kaboom stick, and he grabs a S-Smart smock, throws it over his shoulder, and starts to head off back through the wilderness with these settlers in tow. You all start heading back down the mountain, and you make your way back to the road, back to the trailhead, where one very happy Brahmin is waiting for you. One Enola May sits with her two heads and is very happy and does a little as you approach.
Yes. Hello, darling. It is good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, Yuri. I talk in this one shot.
Oh my God.
This is what I sound like for some reason. You all pack your things back on Enola and begin to head your way back to Long Mountain.
Yuri looks up longingly at the stars as a comet flashes overhead.
Oh, I love that. We look up to Yuri looking at the stars as you head back down the road, back towards Boulder City, back towards Long Mountain. As the camera looks on you as you walk down the road, it also pans back. And it pans back to the other side of the mountain, to the settlers and Ash as they make their way down the hills. And they're talking about this bizarre event and everything that happened, and sharing a bit of camaraderie as they start giving Ash directions on how to get them at least somewhat back towards the home from which they were abducted from. And as they walk down the highway, one of them stops and looks back up the mountain. And for just a moment, it almost looks like their eyes are a strange shade of green. And that's where we're going to end our spoopy one shot for today. Thank you all so much. Snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Our next episode will be back
out there for a second.
in the main timeline. We are back in 2 weeks. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're gonna be back. What is that? Someone calendar, tell me what day of the month that is. It's the 13th.
That would be
13th.
Yeah, the 13th
of November. We'll be back in the timeline of our second season of this Fallout 2D20 TTRPG system live play back into the prime timeline, as mentioned, in Kansas, where the gang, by the gang I mean me, because Justin will be back in the overseer's chair when we bring back the show next. We'll be dealing with some golden geckos that seem to be giving the folks Gecko Dragon of Smaug the Gecko Dragon back in the Colorado in the Kansas territories where our second season is taking place. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to everyone for entering our giveaway for the Yao Guai minis. It was an absolute blast. Easily our best, most well-attended giveaway to date. I think there's over 200 people put their entries in. So thank you all
Amazing.
so much. Lots of fun stuff coming between now and the next 2D20 show. There's going to be another battle report if all goes well. Another astoundingly awesome tales battle report will be out, I hope, next Friday if I can get everything edited in time before I take off to go visit Raj in person, Johnny Bottlecap, in Calgary, which would be nice to have a little reunion there. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks with all of that and lots more videos coming your way. I will be not dressed like a bizarre I don't know, what do I look like, a weird detective or something? I guess that's what the Silver Shroud is, so that's what we'll try. And we'll be back to our regular time slot. So yeah, there we go. We will be back, like I said, on the 13th, 7:30 p.m. Thank you all for sticking with us in this extra long spoopy episode. Noah went long, but we were having a lot of fun. So thanks again. Drop some coins into the hat for Fallout for Hope if you can. I'll drop the link into the chat one last time. Help us get to that goal of $2,500 for the end of the season for humanitarian aid in Ukraine. Every dollar helps. But we will see you all again on the other side. It's been a spoopy good time. And as always, stay spoopy. Spoopy. Adios, friends. Adios.
Bye, guys. Thank you.